Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Louisa Lions football, and what is the biggest game in the state probably tonight right here. We've got two teams, Dickey and Byron, who are arguably the two best offenses, the two best defenses, the two best quarterbacks, the two best wideouts, the two best running backs, and they're all here in the jungle tonight.
That's right, Tommy. This is I think it's the biggest game played in the jungle since 2005, back when Orange and Louisa had that classic game here, when Byron Melhalf's son was very much involved in that game at the QB position.
And the QBs are on display tonight.
Absolutely they are, and you know what, just guys, what a cool thing that this is late in the season, and the game has the significance that it does. A fantastic crowd, a great night. You just couldn't ask for anything more. This is going to be a lot of fun.
And, Dickie, we did a little research this week and come up with some interesting information, is that Landon Woolfolk is chasing probably the record held by Dickie Hopkins here
Landon
at Louisa
Wilson,
County High School.
Yep.
Landon Wilson,
Yep.
And that in his senior year, Dickie had 89 out of 168 passes for 1,509 yards and 15 touchdowns. And Mr. Wilson has got 16 touchdowns already, but he's at 1,331 yards and 66 out of 112.
Yep. And I think up until this year, I definitely think the Dickie Hopkins era was the best passing offense Louisa had for a number of years.
And the Tom Deasy, who I'll see tomorrow, I think, Dickie, he gained 669 yards on 26 receptions for the Lions in the year 64, which is the 65 graduating class. Dazier Carter has already got 32 receptions for 700 and some yards.
Yeah. The year before that, when they had James Sacred, they had two really good wideouts, Louisa did. And, of course, Johnny Knight was the tight end both of those years.
And Byron, your son didn't get a chance to throw as much as these guys do because he ran the ball quite a bit and had a couple of good running backs in the backfield with him.
Well, Mark Fisher had a little bit different philosophy on it, and he wasn't going to go far from it. And when you got guys like Ron Trey Houchins and Todd Shelton, you go with what you do, and that's what they did. But it's just kind of been a lot of fun this year to watch this Louisa team. They've got just such an array of weapons. They can hurt you in so many ways offensively. Albemarle is much the same way, guys. There's going to be a lot of talent, a lot of speed on this football field tonight.
All right, and other thing I found out this week too, guys, is this is the 75th anniversary of Louisa County High School football. Started in 1947. They went 1-4-1, and the man next to us, his father was a member of that football team, I believe.
Your daddy was a member of the first Louisa County High School football team, 1947. That right, Ronnie?
He probably was. I know he played.
Yeah.
I didn't know 47 was the first year.
47 was the first year.
Yeah, baseball started in 41. They went 6-1 then. So Byron, as you were telling in the interview earlier, everybody knew about baseball, Louisa. They don't know about football until here recently.
That's exactly right. So, but they sure know about Louisa football now. That's a fact.
Yeah. And guys, Amaji Parker threw 6 touchdown passes last week, 4 in the first quarter.
Against Goochland.
And Noah Goochland was a pretty good defensive team, too, coming into that game. Noah Grievous, wide receiver, Christian Humes, wide receiver, Polo Hill, running back. They've got some weapons, and it's a kind of a toss-up matchup here on these guys.
Yeah, Tommy, the last 3 games, one team has scored 168, the other one scored 161. And one team's given up 21 points, one team's given up 17. I don't know how you get more evenly matched than that.
All right, and if you look at the 4D rankings right now, Byron's old alma mater, EC Glass, is in first place right now. Salem is in second place. Louisa is in third place. Orange is in fourth place. Amherst fifth. Jefferson Forest sixth. Western Albemarle seventh. Halifax eighth. Things could change a lot, but if Louisa got a win tonight, it'd really help boost them up.
Yeah, it would really boost Louisa up. They're playing a Division 5 team tonight, and they're playing a team with 7 wins tonight.
Yeah. And Byron, we look at this. We made that trip down to your alma mater last year. Maybe they're going to have to come to us this year because they got 2 cup games tonight and next week.
Absolutely, they do. And with what Salem's got schedule-wise, and I'm a lot of things. I'm not a mathematician, Tommy, but if Louisa were to win out, Salem were to win out, you got to think Salem might end up with that 1 seed. Louisa might be the 2 seed, but it's all conjecture at this point. We got to win football games.
Yeah, Louisa's playing a 5 tonight. Salem was playing a 3 and already won their game yesterday, and then they play a 5 next week. Louisa plays a 3 in Goochland next week.
That's right. And EC Glass will be playing 2 3s. Brookville, but that other 3 they play, Liberty Christian, is really good.
Yep, and that's what Amherst has still got to play Liberty Christian too. To me, the key of Western Albemarle making it comes down to their last game when they play Orange.
Yeah, and another thing is, this is Jefferson Forest, as I understand it. They're 3 and 6. They haven't won a district game.
No.
All 3 of their wins were outside the district.
And right now, Louisa would be hosting them if the playoffs were set today.
Right.
Before this game.
But I almost wonder if Pulaski might not end up slipping up. What's Pulaski's record, Tommy?
They are 4-4, 2-2.
Yeah, they might slip up in there.
Yep. All right, it's a lot of things that are happening. And I said one thing and looking at stuff that I saw. Phoebus, Dickey, is a 3A. They're undefeated. Last year they were great also. Their big game is next week against 6A Oscar Smith, who's in the same district they are.
You know what? Well, you take next year, Louisa's going to be a 5, Albemarle's going to be a 5, and a lot of teams they're going to be playing are 3s.
Yep. Right. All right, and as we said a little earlier about people in the Richmond area, they're looking forward to next week when Highland Springs and Varana hit together.
Yeah, and I just shed a little light, Tommy. This ball game evidently is so big a ball game in the Richmond area that we got a Richmond radio station up here, we understand, tonight covering this football game, and Louisa's not even in the Richmond region yet.
Wow. Yeah, I had a little too much time on my hands this week, I guess, because I found there are 20 undefeated teams in all the 6 classifications right now. In the Jefferson District right now, Louisa, Orange, and Western Albemarle are in 4D. Goochland is in 3B, Albemarle 5D, so 5 out of the 8 Jefferson District teams are there as we're getting ready for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem.
United States of America.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
At the twilight
All right, the whole ordinance getting in on the singing of the national anthem tonight. I thought that's wonderful.
And you guys remember talking about playoffs. You remember it wasn't that many years ago. There were some years when teams with 9-1, 8-2 records sat home. They didn't make the playoffs. So it's really changed now. A lot of teams make it, and that's probably a good thing.
Yep.
And Byron, went back when you were talking about that was when Louisa was in the district in Richmond, and they had about 20 teams in it too. Yeah.
All right, we're getting ready for kickoff in just a little bit, but want to let everybody know too that we look at Sevion Hyder. Needs 84 yards to go over 1,000 yards rushing. He's got 14 rushing TDs. He has an additional 256 yards in receptions and 2 TDs for 16 TDs total, Dickie, for the young freshman.
And I believe this is correct, Tommy. I think the University of Maryland has offered both Hyder and Carter already.
I know they've offered Hyder, and Hyder has also been offered, I understand, by JMU.
Yep, that's what I understand.
Yep. Wilson has 1,331 yards passing and 14 TDs. Defensively, he's had 3 interceptions, 1 for a TD. He's got an additional 356 yards rushing and 8 TDs. He's got 23 total touchdowns this year.
Yep, he's a really good runner, Tommy, and throws the ball really well. He has a lot of experience. He's a real leader on the field, and he's also an outstanding defensive player.
And Isaiah Carter, the other freshman, 32 receptions, 781 yards, 10 touchdowns, an additional 183 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, punt return, 7 for 176 yards and a touchdown, 5 interceptions and a touchdown.
Yep, Carter can do it all, no doubt about that.
And Byron, to me, the most interesting statistic is 22 players have rushed the ball. 11 players have a pass and a reception. 17 players have scored a point. Lundy is 44-46 on PATs, 2 for 3 in field goals. Slaughter's 9 of 10 on PATs. Albertson 2 of 3 on PATs, and 7 players have interceptions.
Yeah, and we've said this throughout the year, Tommy, that if you are an opposing team, the defensive coordinator for a team that Louisa plays, and actually the same holds true for Albemarle, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got some sleepless nights the week that you're playing Louisa because they can beat you and hurt you in a lot of ways. Albemarle's the same way, and because of that, guys, I'm convinced that which defense tonight can step up and make some plays and make some stops is going to be huge in this football game.
Well, Byron, both of these teams are going to see things this year they haven't seen the whole year. Louisa is going to face the best offensive talent they've faced the whole year, and Albemarle is going to face things they haven't seen the whole year as well.
Right, and I can guarantee both of you that both of these teams tonight have some offensive plays and things that they have not done yet because they have not had to do them yet.
Right.
So there may be some pages in the playbook that get turned tonight that haven't been turned all year.
Yeah. And Bob Seeger said, turn the page, see what happens, right? This is going to be an interesting ball game, I think, from every aspect. In that, to me, the key are 3 different things for Louisa. Louisa has got to not have the penalties they've been having. They cannot have turnover problems. They've been plus in every game so far. And then at the same time, they got to put some pressure on Amarji Parker, and Polo Hill may be the key for Albemarle because he's so versatile. He can catch, run, he can throw. He can do all 3 things.
And he's a transfer from Charlottesville, too.
Yeah. My gut feeling, and I may be totally wrong on this, but my gut feeling tells me that Louisa's going to want to come out and establish their running game because I think they're looking at it from this standpoint that if they can control the football and chew some time off that clock, that's the best defense against Albemarle's offense, to keep them off the field.
Yeah.
And, Tommy, one thing that you alluded to, last year's ball game, Louisa had 4 turnovers in that loss.
Yep.
A fumble lost and 3 interceptions.
And they just, in the second half, Albemarle controlled them totally. They didn't get but a little less than 100 yards in that second half last year. And I missed that game, and I'm sorry I did. All right, the Lions are getting ready to come out on the field. What an atmosphere. Byron, you talked about it. You said people come to look at the atmosphere. The atmosphere is here tonight.
Absolutely it is, and it's just it really is nice to see this, and it's just a community. It's a community happening here in Louisa County, and it's great to see.
And it is homecoming tonight. It means we'll have a little longer halftime, I'm sure. So I think we're going to see. You think it's going to be high scoring, Dickie, or low scoring?
I don't think it's going to be low scoring. Not with these two offenses. I think it's going to be high scoring.
Byron?
I think the winning team is going to be in the mid to upper 30s.
All right.
What I think.
This is Friday night lights in the jungle. And as Byron said, such an atmosphere to sit there and see. Can Louisa sit there and set the tone early? Can the coach at Western, should Louisa do that? I mean, coach at Albemarle, should they do that? Can he turn around and regroup his team? And the exact opposite goes for Louisa Wade. If Louisa has problems early on, can they make adjustments?
I think if Albemarle jumps on Louisa, I think Louisa's going to keep a steady hand. Now, if Louisa jumps on Albemarle, I think it'll be kind of interesting to see what might happen.
The two big guys, Eli Brooks and in his cohort back there on the defensive line, they've got to put pressure on Amaji Parker.
Yeah, and Parker obviously is very athletic. He can hurt you if he gets outside the pocket. So they've got to put pressure on him, Tommy, but they've got to be under control when they get after him, because if he breaks contain, he can hurt you.
Yeah, Dickie, he's going to be the fastest quarterback that Louisa's seen all year.
Yeah, and he can run, he can roll out and throw the football when he's scrambling too.
Yeah, and one thing that I had read a little bit about is they have a play where he'll roll out and then throw back to Polo Hill, and Polo Hill throw it downfield.
Yeah. We're going to see them. I think they're going to open the playbook up tonight. I agree with you there, Tom. Yep.
All right.
Now this is a little bit interesting, too. Louisa's out on the field, and Albemarle has not come out yet. A lot of these coaches play mind games when it gets to this. Yeah, maybe he didn't want his team out there when Louisa came out on the field tonight. And we still got 3.5 minutes just about, but Albemarle has not come out on the field yet.
Yeah, that's that atmosphere you talk about, Byron. You don't want your kids to hear it.
Yep, and there's a whole lot of gamesmanship that can go on in situations like this, and I think it's already started.
Yeah. That 1 year, Tommy, I think Tap Pace practiced his team before they ever got to Cortland High School, and then he just rolled in to play football.
All right.
Here comes Albemarle's captains, but the team still hasn't come out yet. Well, they've been out warmed up, but I mean, they've gone back and haven't come back out to get ready.
Yeah, Brandon Isaac, he's got a good bunch of guys on that team. The Louisa JV finished, they haven't finished this season yet, but they knocked off Albemarle last night, and they are undefeated on the year.
14-0, they beat Albemarle. George Albertson tried a 54-yard field goal at the end of the first half, and he almost made it.
All right. Coach Isaac got them marching out, so trying to sit there and set the tone by saying, "Oh, we're okay, we're cool." Quentin Spellman, Eli Brooks, I said, got to put that pressure on. Some of the others, this may be the game, Dickie, where Hawkins comes into play more than any game he has this year so far.
Yeah, we could see somebody that really step it up tonight, but I think we're going to see, I think Brooks and Spellman might be the two linemen that end up dominating this football game from the standpoint of the line tonight.
Yeah, if they're breaking it up in the middle, somebody's got to be able to contain to the outside, though. That's going to be the thing, too.
They like running Polo Hill up the middle, too. I watched them when they played Goochland, and they like running him up the middle.
Yeah. All right, the captain's out at the middle of the field. The coin toss will be going on. This is whiteout night at the Jungle.
And a lot of whiteout down in the student section, Tommy.
Yes, indeed.
And probably about the most largest student section I believe we've seen this year.
And the only whiteout we knew in high school was if we had a question wrong, we wanted to white it out and put the right answer back down there, right?
You remember them days,
Oh,
Tommy?
yes.
All right. I'm sure if Louisa wins the toss, they're going to defer, and I would think Albemarle is going to probably do the same thing.
And, guys, this is the quietest the Jungle is going to be all night long.
Yeah, I would say you're definitely right there.
I would think you are right about that.
All right.
All right, we're waiting for the referee to signal us who won the toss. Here we go. We're going to find out right now who's going to get the ball first. And my guess is it's going to be Albemarle, but let's see. Nope, Albemarle is
They
won the
deferred.
toss and deferred.
deferred.
So Louisa's going to get the ball first.
Yep. And Louisa will be going from the north to the south or east or west to the east, depending on how you're looking at the field. Lions in their green jerseys with white numerals tonight. Albemarle has the dark pants and the white jerseys with dark numerals. And going back deep for Louisa is going to be Sevion Hyder and Isaiah Carter. And Dickie, we were talking earlier too about the kicker is Evan Friedrich. He's 5'5", 120, an 11th grader. Unless they've changed things, he's the one that's going to be kicking off.
All right. He's a little fella too, Tommy. I mean a little fella to be playing football, 120 pounds.
I would suspect that he is a soccer player.
Yep.
He is number 32.
Well,
so
that's not 32.
I mean,
kicking
excuse me.
off.
He's number 32.
21's kicking off.
Okay, that would be Thomas Jacob Likens.
Yep. 21's kicking off.
He's a sophomore.
And he's not very big either.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Kickoff, and this big game everybody's been waiting for all week is underway. Scribbed it.
Taking on the outside and run downfield and going to bring it up to about the 45-yard line. Louisa's going to have good field position to begin the game.
And I wasn't surprised, Byron, that they scribbed it, though. I don't think they wanted to kick it to either one of Louisa's deep men.
No, that's the last thing you want to do.
Yep.
Is kick it to those guys back there. Absolutely not.
They're going to mark it at the 41.
Yep. Louisa gets the ball on the 41.
And here they come the Lions onto the field, led by Landon Wilson, the senior quarterback. Hyder's in the backfield with him, and got another running back with him also back there.
There he goes, Hyder. And he doesn't get much.
Going to pick up about 2.
50, making a stop for Albemarle was Tafan Koloff. Second and 8 for the Lions. Wilson getting the play from Coach Will Patrick.
Always like these home games because we've got a good play clock too.
Albemarle looks like, Byron, they got about 10 men right up near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're crowding the box.
They pitch it back to Hyder, and Hyder gets brought down. Great tackle coming up there. That was number
2, I believe, Tommy. That's Polo Hill.
Yep.
All right, Lions tried to run the sweep, quick toss to the left side, and nothing doing that time. So maybe lost a half a yard or a yard.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up third and about 9 to go.
And Dickie, the 2 Wilsons are in now. Levi just came in as well as Landon. Could this be one of those plays you haven't seen all year?
It could be. Landon's going to throw the screen pass, and it goes nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. He tackled immediately. And it was, I believe, number 0, Zaire Wolf, who made the hit. And Louisa's gone 3-0. And Byron, we haven't seen that, I don't think, this year.
No, and it's going to be a little bit of give and take here, feeling each other out, seeing what's working, what they need to do. So it's important here the Lions can get off a good punt and flip this field position a little bit here if they can.
All right. Good snap. Kick up. Good high, long kick. Going to hit at the 30, inside the 25, now to bounds about the 24-yard line.
All right, Louisa went 3-0 on that first offensive possession of the night. Now let's see what the Patriots are going to do.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 24.
Yep.
Well,
I kind of get the feeling these two teams right now just kind of feeling each other out.
Right.
Yep.
So outstanding job for that in that first series by Albemarle's defensive unit. Louisa ran 3 plays and gained 1 yard. So let's now see what Albemarle's offense and or Louisa's defense can do.
Oh, they're spread out all over the field. They got some kind of trick formation.
Kristen Humes in the backfield, and he's going to get Polo Hill gets. It's the first guy, Zaire Wolf. Zaire Wolf is going to get it.
And looks like they're going to probably try to. I don't know if they've been doing this all year, but they're not huddling up, I don't think.
And they got people all over the field. They don't have, but they got 4 people to the left, and 3 people to the 2 or 3 people to the right, 3 people, and then they only got the 3 linemen and 2 people in the backfield.
But they just picked up a 5-yard penalty on the play, so it's 1st and 15 now.
Low snap.
And that ball's down, and they're going to get him back inside the 10-yard line at the 7.
Yep. That's the first break of the ball game right there. They snapped the ball on the ground, and Parker had to go back at, and he was lucky to pick it up, but Louisa didn't recover it.
8-yard loss.
Pick it up. He sure did.
Yep. 8-yard loss. Lions have taken some of the big men out and putting in smaller ones for coverage on this play.
Now they're going back. Albemarle is going to a more conventional offense now.
Going to be 2nd and about 30. To the outside, cutting back inside, still on his feet is Parker. And Parker is going to go down around the 17-yard line. He's going to pick up 7 yards. No, that was number 2.
That's
actually.
Polo Hill time.
Yep, Polo Hill.
Polo Hill, the running back.
Made a nice run. He broke through 2 tackles that time and picked up about 10 yards.
Yep.
3rd and 10 now across the way.
Big 3rd down play early on here. Got him pinned deep.
Actually, we're looking at about 3rd and 17 right now.
Yeah, 3rd and 17. That's right.
The inside of 10 seconds now on the play clock as they come up to the line. Hill is to the right of Parker. Dropping back. Throws downfield. Got a man down there and knocked. Intercepted. Yes.
Intercepted.
Landon Wilson.
I'm not sure, Tommy. I'm not sure it wasn't Huntington, but I didn't get the number of the guy that intercepted the pass. All right.
Louisa takes over to 36.
Yep, at the Albemarle 36.
Yep. They're quickly out to the field now.
Both teams have had the ball one time. Neither one's even had a first down so far.
And, Dickie, I think you may have been right. I think it might have been Huntington that did it.
Wilson's going to throw. He's looking for Carter.
He's got it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Louisa. Touchdown, Louisa. 36 yards. Wilson to Carter.
7:59 to go, first quarter.
Byron, wasn't that something how Carter tracked that football?
Yeah, and you know, when the ball went up, you're going, oh gosh, that ball's going into double coverage. And the ball, and I don't know whether he did it on purpose or not, but the ball looks to be slightly underthrown. And Carter made the adjustment to the ball and cut back between the 2 defenders and angled into the end zone for the score. Big play for the Lions.
Lundy PAT coming up.
These extra points might be big tonight.
We got
The key is they took advantage of the turnover.
procedure
Put
on
it up
Louisa.
First play.
And it was Carter was double covered.
Right.
But he knew where the ball was and went to the ball.
He's the only one that looked back at the ball.
Exactly.
And then he let the two guys run together, and he ran.
Right by him.
Right.
Both defenders ran right by him.
Smart
Yeah.
play.
And that's a freshman
Yep.
making that play.
Point after. It's
Looks
got
good.
length enough,
It
and
is
it's good.
Lundy with the PAT. And the Lions go up 7-0.
Now, that's what I talked about earlier. Now, how much is this going to shake the Albemarle offense? Because of the fact they get intercepted, and on the first play afterwards, Louisa goes down and scores.
Yeah, and their coach is over there saying, guys, just settle down. Let's get back to what we do. Okay? It's one play.
That's one play.
It's
Yeah.
one play. Okay? So
Let's see if Tom Louisa.
All right. Louisa will be kicking off.
And you have to realize that what caused all that problem was that bad snap. That's what started Albemarle's problem.
All right, Lundy will be kicking off.
And Dickie, that bad snap, you can say what you want, but that has something to do with Spellman and Brooks, okay, on
Yeah.
the defensive line. If you're the center and you know those two guys are across from you,
Yeah.
you're thinking about it.
All right. Who they got back deep?
All right. They got. Well, they're going to kick it short. That's not a surprise that they kick it short. I don't think neither one of these teams probably want to kick it deep tonight.
No.
And Albemarle is going to get the ball in good field position up on their own. They'll mark it down on what, the 43 or 44.
And that looked like it was Antonio Walker who took it.
43.
First and 10.
You have to remember that turnover also led to that score.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right. Parker with Hill in the backfield. Parker drops back. Going to throw a quick out pattern this time. And almost intercepted again.
Yep.
Wow. That was close to being
Pick six.
And that was Wilson that almost picked that one off.
he
Tommy.
almost completed that to the wrong color jersey. And
Yep.
if so, that would have been 6 points.
Yep, Wilson.
Lions.
2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
Was that one to show we can come back and do a quick hit too? All right, got twins on each side. Going to give it to,
Polo Hill.
no, that's number 0 that time. Zaire Wolf.
Okay. And he gained about 8 yards, Tommy. And we're looking at 3rd and 2. And here comes Albemarle right up to the line of scrimmage. Run the plate. Low snap again. Parker's got the ball, and Parker's got a first down.
Yep.
And another bad snap.
And all of a sudden, you're the snapper. You're the center. It plays in your head.
Absolutely it does.
I've made 2 bad snaps.
He laid 2 on the ground.
Yep. Got some piece of equipment laying on the field here.
All right.
A shoe. So he's going to play with one shoe on, one of their players. A wide out. Same formation. Parker got plenty of time. Now he's going to run up the middle. And he tripped over one of his own guys, I thought.
Yeah. Hawkins in on the stop back for Louisa.
He had plenty of time, Tommy,
Yep.
so you got to give the credit there to the guys in the defensive secondary. They had guys covered up that time.
I'm surprised he didn't get more than he did because it was a wide open field in front of him.
Yeah. Good coverage on the back end by the Louisa secondary.
2nd and 7 for the Patriots. Parker, low snap, gives it off to Wolf. Wolf goes nowhere.
Will lose a yard, I believe.
Actually lost a couple of yards that time.
And I believe it was.
And he ran into a brick wall that time, guys.
Yeah,
Lost
Cleat
about
Peck
2
was
yards.
one of them there, Tommy. Albemarle looking at 3rd and 9.
Cameron Hedrick comes out, put another defensive back linebacker in.
Passing situation for the Patriots. We're about halfway through the first quarter.
Resting at Louisa's 45-yard line. 3rd and 9 for Albemarle.
Wolf switches over to the left side. Little movement. Parker over the middle, throws it, incomplete.
Yep. Albemarle's going to be forced to punt the football unless they're going to go for it on 4th and 9 from their own 45-yard line.
Will be from the Louisa 45.
Louisa 45-yard line.
Yeah. I think I'd go for it here.
I wouldn't. I'd punt it. This one time I'd disagree, but I would not go for it here. I'd punt it.
This is confidence in your offensive unit.
Now, 4th and 9. Looking to throw. Throws.
Had his man right there at the down marker.
Yep, he got it. First down. And it was Grievous, Tommy. Noah Grievous.
And they picked up 12 yards.
Yep. He showed a lot of confidence in his offense that time.
Well, and you got to give credit to the receiver, Dickie, because he knew exactly where he needed to go to.
He went to that
went to
marker and then turned, and the ball was there.
Parker going to throw again. Now Parker's being hit, and he's going to be dropped in the back.
And that's the big guys.
Yep, both of them. Brooks and Spellman.
Yep.
Both of them were that. Both of them were that.
Loss of 5 or 6 on the play.
Loss of 6. 2nd and 16.
All right.
Albemarle
2nd and 16.
getting the play from the sidelines over there. Clock continuing to run. We'll be down around 5 minutes in the first quarter. 7-0 Lions.
They've been running the same formation. Twins left, twins right, and then they switch Wolf one side or the other, dropping straight back again. Plenty of time, throwing downfield, got a man open down there, and it's in and out of his hands.
Dropped it.
That was a beautiful pass. That was to Polo Hill, I believe.
Yep. Polo Hill just dropped the touchdown
That
pass.
was a really well-thrown football, guys.
Yeah.
Down inside the 5-yard line and just hit him in a bad spot, as they used
Right.
to say, right? Dick?
Hit him right in the hands.
Was he trying to run before he caught it?
He had it right in his hands,
Yep.
but he just dropped it. He had a touchdown.
And we got another penalty, too.
Holding penalty.
Well, it wouldn't have counted anyway. Probably holding. Is that what it is?
Looks like it.
Now we got 2nd and about 23.
Second.
All right.
A little different formation, man in motion this time, and he's hit it forward before the snap. Throwing over the middle, got a man again
wide
down
open.
there. That's
Touchdown,
Grievous.
Albemarle. Touchdown,
No, that's
Albemarle.
Humes, I believe. Christian Humes, 13.
Wide open for the Albemarle touchdown. And that was, how many yards was that in time? That was a long one.
Yep.
That should be at about 53 yards, I think. In that range.
Well, a little bit more than that,
Yeah,
even.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think 58.
And he was wide open. Wide open.
And that was Humes made the catch. Going for the extra point try. Ball down, kick up. And it's good.
All right, we got a 7-7 ball game.
4:43 to go here in the first quarter. Parker had plenty of time.
Yep. And that's the second pass he's thrown when the guy was wide open, really.
Yeah, wide open as rice. And what I'm impressed with Parker about so far, guys, is even when he rolls out a little bit, he's able to stop and set himself
Yes.
and throw the ball with some zip on it.
Yep.
He's throwing that ball a pretty long way. He's got some velocity on that thing. He's a special player, no doubt.
Yeah, he's a junior. Grievous is a junior.
Parker's a junior.
Yep.
He's a junior, Parker.
Yep.
Yep. And that's what makes him so dangerous, I think, Byron. Just what you said. He
Right.
can roll out and still can throw the ball and get a lot
right.
on it.
That's right.
All right. 4:43 to go, and we're all tied at 7. And it's going to, same man kick it off, Tommy.
Yep. Jacob Likens.
Kicks it short again.
Will be picked up, though, back at the 20, up to the 25, to the outside, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, down to the 43-yard line.
Yep.
Is that Huntington?
Hyder, I thought, Tommy. Sevian Hyder, I think it was. It was Hyder, number 5. Hyder was the guy. All right, Louisa got the ball on the Albemarle 42.
43.
42.
There we go.
And
we got
a
a penalty. Little movement.
That's going to bring up a 1st and 15 for the Lions.
Nope, it's lined up offsides, I believe.
It's Albemarle.
Yep.
We have 1st and 5.
That's a break.
Lined up offside.
Right there's a reason the Albemarle doesn't want to kick it deep. It gets in. They bounce the ball down there, and Hyder still almost returned it for a touchdown. All right, here come the Lions. 1st and 5.
Wilson keeping. Wilson ahead. Down inside the 35. Should have a first down, looks like. See where they mark it.
I think he might. Well, it's going to be awful close. Let's see. They haven't signaled. They may bring the change in a measure. Let's see. Still looking across the way.
The official on this side sat there and did first down. Then the other official
first down.
said,
They signaled first down. First down. Byron. Look at that text right there.
all right. To the outside, still on his feet, got away from people. Hyder did, and Hyder's down to the 21-yard line, 22. See where they mark it? It's going to be close to another first down. And it is. Give him 10.
All right, Tommy. So Louisa's trying to take advantage of this outstanding field position for the second time tonight. They took over the ball at the 42-yard line after kickoff, got a 5-yard penalty. So really, for all practical purposes, they started at the 37-yard line. So let's see if they can keep this drive going.
Profits to the left, wide out this time. Full house backfield. They give it to the man on the right side. He's going to only get a yard.
And that is
We'll give him a couple of yards on that one, guys.
Austin Talley is who I got, Tommy, the ball carrier.
All right, so the ball's down on about Albemarle's 20-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Just under 3 minutes in tonight's first quarter. Score knotted up, 7-7. Louisa and Albemarle, good ball game so far, just what we thought it would be.
Lions taking a lot of time this time.
They got less than 10 seconds. They're going to have to hurry to get this play off. You got 5 seconds. They got it off just in time. Wilson rolling out to throw. Wilson looking. Wilson's going to run it. Wilson has got the first down for Louisa.
He's going to pick up 12. Needed 10.
Yep.
I needed 8.
First down.
And I tell you what, I was a little worried, Dickie. I thought he was going to get pulled down, but he outran the edge guy defensively for Albemarle and made a great gain out of it.
Yeah, he had that ball up in the air too, Byron, and that a little dangerous.
We got let's see, they haven't moved. Yeah, we got a 1st and 10 from the 11.
I think it's right. I think it's on the 11-yard line.
Yep.
Coming wide to the left here is Prophet. Man in motion. The motion man's going to get the ball.
Carter.
Motion's in for the touchdown.
Yeah. Carter, Tommy.
Yep. 11 yard.
Carter gets the touchdown for Louisa. 11-yard run. With 1:54 to go in the first quarter. And that was a 42-yard drive.
Let's hold on here because I think we got a flag down out there.
Oh, it's all for naught. Yeah, it's a holding penalty. It's a biggie. 10-yard penalty. All for naught, Tommy. I did not see the flag. Now we got a 1st and 20. Wilson gets the play from the sideline.
Cancel that touchdown.
Wipe the touchdown off the board.
Yeah, that's a white out.
Yep, that is a white out. Wilson got to keep it himself, and it goes nowhere. Hit in the backfield and dropped, and it was Isaiah Grievous making the stop for the Patriots.
He's going to get a yard.
Grievous came off the edge that time unblocked and made the tackle before the play ever got started.
All right, Hawkins comes in. Warsh comes out. Wilson over getting the play from his coach. Inside of 15 seconds on the play clock, so they got plenty of time to get up to the line.
Down and about 18 to go after that holding penalty, and the ball is on the 19-yard line of Albemarle.
Wilson looking, throws the ball over in the flat, got his man, and he's going to be...
All right, nice game.
Yeah, a nice game.
They've got a good chunk of it.
13 yards to Comfort.
Yep. Now we're looking at a 3rd and about 6 across the way. This might be the last play of the first quarter. We got about 40 seconds to go. Clock running. The Lions coming out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6.
Got one man uncovered over here. So
Wilson keeps the ball, and is he in?
Oh, he's close.
they saying the 1 yard line.
They have the first down.
He's got the first down. Yep.
All right.
Let's see where they mark it. Yep, he got the first down.
Yep.
First and goal from the 1. First and goal from the 1. Well, they don't have to run a play unless they want to, and they may not run a play. Clock running, and they aren't going to run a play. They aren't going to run a...
Well, they get it
Well,
anyway.
the clock could run out.
Hyder's in for the touchdown. But let's see. Yep, they said the field clock overrode the rest. So it's going to be a 1 yard TD run.
All right. Wilson scores on a 1 yard run.
Hyder.
Wilson.
I thought it was. I thought he handed it off. Extra point try. Lundy. Ball down. Kick up. Looks good. Is good.
And guys, think about something with that right there now. This time is just about to expire. I mean, they barely got that play off. But it makes a lot of sense when you think about it, if you're Louisa, to go ahead and run that play, because if they don't, Albemarle's defense gets 1 to 2 minutes to stand over there and catch their breath. And go ahead and run it while they're tired. Absolutely.
All right. Lions on top.
14-7. And we're just beginning to start the second quarter. Scored on the last play of the first quarter with no time left on the clock when he went in the end zone.
And that was an 8-play, 43-yard drive.
I had 42. Yeah,
Close enough.
close enough.
Hyder scored the touchdown, yeah. All right.
All right, guys, so Louisa's done what they needed to do so far. They had great field position on their last two offensive possessions and turned them both into touchdowns. That's what you got to do against good teams.
Yeah, both of Louisa's drives started in Albemarle territory, one on the 36 and one on the 42.
All right, and how much, we'll wait till they do the kickoff, but I got a question for y'all. High, short one, hits on the ground, goes
Louisa
down, and Louisa got it, I believe.
They got it. Louisa got it.
All right, my question to y'all is, Louisa's had a bye week. Are they slow getting started? Albemarle has played 3 games within 12 days. Is that going to affect them?
Well, you wonder how much 3 games in 7 days, takes out of you.
To me, guys, the advantage in that scenario definitely falls on Louisa's side of the ledger.
Yeah.
Fresh legs, you heal up your nicks and your injuries. Absolutely.
That goes Hyder.
That little hurdle that time. Ball was on the 40, Albemarle 40-yard line. And it's going to be a 13-yard gain, 15-yard gain.
I tell you, Louisa's got a chance to deliver a real blow here, getting that kick that they got.
Carter is to the left this time. Quentin Spellman, the tight end, to the left. Dropping straight back, looking for Carter in the end zone. Now Wilson's going to roll. He's still on his feet, and he's ahead with about a 5-yard gain, maybe. Let's see where they do it. Going to give him 4. All right, lines up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson going to give it to Hyder. Hyder sees a hole, cuts to the right from the left. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. He'll make it a third and 3.
Looked like there was more of a hole there to begin with, Tommy. Albemarle did a good job of closing it down.
Marsh and Spellman come out. Wilson's got the play.
All right, ball is on Albemarle's 23-yard line, 3rd down, and about 3 yards to go for the Lions here.
Man in motion. They give it to Hyder up the middle. Hyder is going to have the first down, I believe. Well, maybe about 3 feet short. Almost a yard.
Yeah, he's
going to be 4.
Yep, 4th and 1. 4th and 1.
Get under center? What do you think?
That depends on your philosophy. My philosophy would probably be get under center, but I don't think that's what Louisa is going to do because I don't think that's Coach Patrick's philosophy.
Well, they did it that one game,
yeah, they
remember?
did do it one game.
All right.
Nope. We're going to have
give it to the blocking back.
I think Wilson's going to keep it. Wilson's going to keep it. He got the first down.
Yep, and more.
Yep.
He's going to pick up 9.
Yep. That's whose hands I would have wanted it in, Wilson's. with that blocking back in front of him.
Absolutely.
Wilson's a load to bring down, too.
Went off the right side of his offensive line, and nice gain there. That's going to set up a first down for the Lions. And they are now on the 13-yard line of Albemarle, looking to go up by 2 scores. Currently up 14-7.
All right. Wilson got plenty of time. Barks a signal. Drops straight back. Throws to the corner of the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Louisa.
Comfort, Tommy. Comfort.
Takai Comfort.
Yep. Comfort got the touchdown. Yep. Wilson to Comfort.
16-yard touchdown pass.
Yards. And the Lions go up with 8:51 to go in the second quarter. Ball down, kick up, kick looks good, kick is good. 21-7, Louisa. Lundy with the PAT. And Byron, is one thing interesting already. Louisa's got 3 touchdowns, and all of them, they got them on a short field.
Well, yeah. I mean, Louisa got the opening kickoff, went 3 and out.
Right.
But since then, they've taken the ball on Albemarle's 36-yard line, their 42-yard line, and their 40-yard line.
Right.
And each time they have cashed it in for a touchdown.
Right.
That's just fantastic.
Yep.
Great execution by the Lions.
And Albemarle's mistakes have hurt them. They had a turnover to give Louisa the ball on the 36, and they didn't fall on the short kick to get the ball for Louisa to get the ball at the Albemarle 40.
All right, Coach Isaac telling his troops a little something over there on the sidelines. They're slow coming out for the kick return team.
I'm going to say this right now, Tommy. They're on the ropes. I think we got Albemarle on the ropes right now.
And I think what he just told them was if it's that high short kick like last time, fair catch it.
Right.
Right where you at.
Right.
There they go.
Mom just looked at hers. That she works for the school. My mom is testing.
All right, they're lined up for the onside kick. Onside kick, who got it? I guess Albemarle got it. They went to the onside kick formation and almost recovered it. The Patriots were on their toes that time.
I'll
Louisa
tell you
were,
what, that is, I got to give, I like it. I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Patrick that time. I mean, he's going for it, and I'm all in on that call.
Yeah, I am too, Byron. You got him on the rope. Let's go for the knockout.
All in on that call.
Yep. Albemarle is on the 49-yard line. Why are they going to take over?
Yep. 1st and 10 Patriots. Twins left, Twins right. One back in there with Parker. Parker drops straight back. Throws over the middle. Got a man wide open. Grievous.
Grievous is in for a touchdown.
Yep.
One play. What is going on in the secondary, Byron?
I really don't understand what's happening because guys are just, guys are just running free.
Yeah.
He wasn't even close to being covered that time.
And neither was the last touchdown they scored through the air.
It's very surprising to me that their receivers are getting that open.
All right, extra point coming. We got a 21-14 ball game if they make the PAT. We got 8:38 to go in the second quarter. It's good. PAT is good.
That was Christian Humes that kicked that one.
All right, who we got for the touchdown, Tommy?
Grievous. Noah Grievous.
Noah Grievous.
Number 7.
Right.
Excuse me, not number.
No, he's not number 7. Noah Grievous, number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
All right, and we got ourselves a 21-14 ball game.
And didn't much time go by.
No.
8:38.
13 seconds is all we went by.
Yeah.
And You know, guys, it's not like there's a heavy dose of play action faking going on. I mean, I don't think it's much of a secret they're going to be throwing the football.
Yeah, he faked delayed handoff to the running back, but then the running back stayed there, but nobody was putting pressure on anyway, so he had plenty of time to throw the ball. And as you say, when he gets those legs set, he can put some mustard on it.
But these guys are just getting wide open, too.
Both sides.
Yeah, both touchdowns wide open.
And even against Louisa, except for the first one.
Yeah, Comfort was wide open
Yeah,
on his touchdown pass. All right, Albemarle kicking off. We got ourselves a football game. Just what we thought we were going to have here tonight.
31 kicking off this time, and he's not in their book. Taken at the 25 up to the 30, 35. Bounced out to the outside, 40. And knocked out of bounds around the 41-yard line. We'll see where they mark it.
And I think that was 33, Christian Johnson. Tom.
Yeah. They're going to mark it at the 42, looks like. So Louisa will take over their own territory. Only the second time.
First time they had it was at the 41 in their own territory. Yep. Now they got it at the 42. – 21-14, Louisa.
All right.
Good run, good run.
Going to pick up 7.
That's Wilson time.
Yep.
The ball carrier.
7 yards, 2nd and 3. Talley back there in the backfield with him now.
A little bit of confusion, it looks like this time. Now Louisa's getting the play. They still got plenty of time to get it off. We got less than 10 seconds on the play clock. Wilson gets the ball off to Hyder, and Hyder is hit and dropped.
All right,
he's still going.
Third effort.
Well,
he got stoned right at the line of scrimmage.
But he broke that tackle.
They didn't take him down, and he ends up with a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yep,
So.
going to give him 5.
Cold.
Great effort.
Going to give him 5.
All right, so that moves the ball into Albemarle territory. The ball's going to be down at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Trips to the left this time for Louisa.
Hyder. This time he is dropped.
He tried to hurdle, but they caught hold of him that time.
2nd and no gain.
That was Daniel Studdehaar.
2nd and 10.
Here comes the big man, Dickey, coming in. 6'8", 389, Carlos Howard. Have him play center on the basketball team. He'll take up the whole center court.
Take up a lot of space in the middle.
And he's not only, he's wide and tall.
That's right. He's a big guy. Number 77. He is a big guy. Well, they have
timeout here.
Now they're going to start the play clock.
I don't know whether that was an equipment issue or something, but we'll reset the play clock and we're
2nd and
up
10.
to the line of scrimmage.
Carter's to the left this time, to the right this time.
2nd and 10 for the Lions.
Wilson drops back, rolls out, looking. There he's got his man. Incomplete.
Dropped by Comfort.
3rd and 10 for the Lions. Got 6:35 to go in the first half. 21-14, Lions.
On that last play, Wilson started to his left and then stopped and reversed and came back to his right. Threw the ball downfield but could not make the connection. So 3rd and 10 for the Lions.
Same formation. Man in motion.
Screen.
He's going to set up a screen.
He breaks one tackle, but then he slips and falls
That tally?
down.
No, that was Carter.
Carter.
All right, so that's
Fourth
gonna bring up
and
about 6. Looks like that.
6 for Louisa. 4th and 6. All right, Lions going for it. 4th and 6 from the Albemarle 42-yard line.
Big play for both teams here. Man in motion.
Wilson looking. Wilson's going to run. Wilson throwing it down the field, incomplete. And Albemarle is going to take over on their own 42.
A lot of pressure that time by Albemarle. There were a lot of white jerseys in Louisa's backfield that time, and Wilson was scrambling. So unsuccessful on the 4th and 6th play. Turnover on downs. So Albemarle's gonna take
That's a big
over.
play for Albemarle right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just a few minutes ago, we thought Louisa had him on the ropes. And
Right.
since then, Albemarle scored a touchdown and stopped Louisa offensively. So now let's see what the Patriots do.
And that quick hit offense of the Patriots.
Right.
All right, so they're going to have to, guys, they're going to have to figure some way to put a little bit of pressure on Parker back there, because they just cannot let him sit back there, because he's going to pick them apart, or has the capability to do so if they just don't pressure him.
Low snap.
We got a man open, overthrew him. Byron, that time Albemarle ran 3 wide outs to the right and 1 wide out to the left.
And I tell you, Parker got hit that time after he released the ball, and I was a little bit afraid there might be a flag down, but I don't see one. So Louisa is going to have to be careful that they don't get any late hits on him.
All right, Polo Hill in the backfield with him this time.
Low
They're going to
snap.
give it to Hill, and Hill's going to get maybe a yard. Actually, no gain.
3rd and 10 coming up. And actually, it was a man laying on the ground that made the tackle for Louisa.
Right. All right, 3rd down and 10 to go for Albemarle. They are at their own 42-yard line, trailing Louisa.
Look how far they're off for Grievous over here.
He got it, too. Short of the first down, though. Grievous picks up.
So this will be an interesting call.
He's going to get
Looks like going to be a 4th.
He got back. He got up to about midfield.
2 or 3 to go.
going to be 4th and 4.
Yep.
4th and 3.
4th and 3. I think you're going to go for it. I don't think there's any question about that. 4th and 3. Let's see what they do. They got.
All right, and I know one of the times before, Tommy, in this, they threw a quick out pattern to
Yeah.
the sideline, so let's just see what they do here.
He got it. What he
And they
had
got it.
He had it. And I think he got it again. He got it again where his forward progress is.
The officials walking up now further.
Yep. First down. He actually had the first down and then retreated and lost the first down.
Retreated and lost it.
Right.
If they'd have pulled him down then, it would have been short, but Albemarle converts to 4th and 3.
That was
Maintain
Noah
the
Grievous
ball, and
again.
The ball is going to be sitting on, look like Louisa's 46-yard line.
Yeah, they were playing off of him by about 8 to 10 yards that time. I'm surprised they weren't up closer. Again, he's about 7 yards behind him. Going to give it to Hill. Hill tries to cut the outside. He's going to get some room. He's going to get maybe 5.
Yep. Picks up about 5 across the way. 2nd and 5. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first half. This has been everything everybody thought it was going to be. 21-14, Louisa.
All right, they're up to the line quick. Low snap. He's going to keep it this time. Run down the sideline. There goes Parker, and he's out of bounds.
First down. Parker with a Albemarle first down.
That young man,
18 yards.
he can move.
Yes.
Kept it around the right end and made a really nice gain. So that's going to move the ball down to the Louisa 29-yard line.
Both teams got their timeouts left.
Yep, and we got 3:42 to go in the first half.
Grievous is over here in the slot to the left.
Parker
Drop straight back.
being pressured. Throws out to his right, keeps the ball, throws it down the field. I thought he was across the line of scrimmage. But evidently, there's a flag over here on the left.
There's a flag down.
There's a flag down. I thought he was across the line of scrimmage when he threw it. All right, they're having some consulting one another over on the other side of the field. The referees are getting their heads together. Let's see what this call is going to be.
That's an illegal forward pass and a loss of down.
I thought he was across the line. Let's see what they call. They're still talking about it. All right, now we're going to get the call. Yep, illegal forward pass. He was across the line of scrimmage.
Loss of
down.
Yep.
Right. Yep. 5-yard penalty and loss of down. Well, let's see. Yep, 5-yard penalty.
Yep,
loss
first
of down.
and 15.
Yep, first and 15. All right, here we go. Albemarle
3:33 to go, first half, 21-14 Louisa.
Albemarle up the line of scrimmage quickly. Parker going to throw. Parker looking. Parker's got running room. Parker throws it down the field. Got a man down there. Incomplete.
There again, he was close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, wasn't over at that time.
Yep.
Guys, he had a guy open.
He did.
Throw was just a little bit high.
Yeah, because he was open, and he probably had a touchdown if he makes a catch.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, that puts a lot of pressure on your defensive secondary.
Right.
When a quarterback can move around like that and evade the pressure and keep his cool like this young man can for Albemarle.
Yeah, what adjustments you going to make at halftime? Put some pressure on him. Low snap. Handoff, draw play.
Right.
Draw play, and
Louisa sniffed it out all over. Going to bring up fourth down.
Polo Hill gets nowhere.
Now they got a situation to 4th down and 20. It's a little bit different than 4th and short. 4th and 20.
Do you pin Louisa deep, or it's right before the half here?
All right,
I think they're going to go for it. I think they're going to call a timeout before it.
it looks like they're going to call a timeout. Well, maybe not.
Well, they're not going to get the playoff if they don't.
They're going to have to call a timeout.
Yep.
Play clock is over.
Nope. Well, we got a flag way back with the line judge back here.
Play clock run down.
They lay up game.
Yeah. Now I think they're going to punt it. Now they're looking at 4th and about 23. Yeah, they're going to punt it now.
Well, they're coming out like they're going to punt it.
That's what I was going to say, Tommy. They're going to line up that way anyway.
They're going to line up that way. They're coming out like they're going to punt it.
I don't think there's any doubt they're going to punt it. I don't think he's going for it on 4th and 23.
High snap. He gets it off the line drive. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the 15-yard line.
Inside the 15, I think, Tom. Let's see where they put it down.
All right, well, that's a big defensive stop, guys, for Louisa. They needed that.
Yep.
especially after the onside kick didn't work and they had the big play right after that.
Ball's on at 15. That's where Louisa takes over. You got to remember, Albemarle will receive the second half
Right.
kickoff.
All right, Louisa's got all 3 timeouts left.
And plenty of time.
And we got
2:06.
2:06 to go, first half. See if he can hitch up with Carter. Man in motion. And we got,
whistles.
I think we got Albemarle jumping off that time.
Nope, it's against Louisa.
All right.
And let's see what it was. Now we got 1st and 15, back on the 10-yard line.
So this is interesting here too, guys, because depending on what Louisa does with their play calling here, Albemarle's got some timeouts left to call.
Yeah, Wilson runs the ball and picks up about 2 yards.
Tommy, Louisa really needs to pick up 1 first down.
Yep.
Here. They don't want to give this ball back to Albemarle.
Yeah.
2nd and 12 across the way. Clock running.
Okay, Comfort coming in. Wilson got the play. This one taking quite a while.
They got some confusion out there.
Yep,
And they gotta take a
timeout, Louisa.
They got to take a timeout. They had some confusion out there on that play.
The clock was ticking down, and Louisa just got the timeout to avoid another 5-yard delay game penalty.
Yeah, they had 2 men in the backfield. One didn't know which way to go.
That might have been something they hadn't run this
Right.
year, too. That might have been a play they hadn't run.
All right, we're at 21-14. Louisa on top of Western Albemarle. Albemarle, excuse me.
Western Albemarle plays Monticello tonight, Tom.
Yep.
Charlottesville and Fluvanna play tonight. This is probably Fluvanna's last hope for a victory to be tonight. Charlottesville got their first win last week. And Orange travels down to Bulldog country to play Goochland. The Bulldogs will be here next Friday night.
Bulldogs have been playing pretty good defense until they ran into Albemarle.
Yeah, that's right.
But they had quite a few turnovers, I understand, in the game.
Yeah, Albemarle scored 28 points in the first quarter.
Yep. 4 touchdown passes by Parker.
Here come the Lions.
Got to get it off
He's
again.
going to throw. He's looking down the field. It is. Who got it?
Carter
got it. Took
Yep.
it away from his man. Carter took it away from Hill. First down, Louisa.
17-yard pass.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That he comes up with that football.
Carter goes and gets that football. No question about it. Wilson looking. Wilson throwing. And it is incomplete. 2nd and 10. We got 58 seconds to go. The Lions got 2 timeouts left, so they got plenty of time.
All right, 58 seconds left.
Brian, on that catch of Carter, man, he was well covered. Hill was all over him.
Yeah, he just took it away
Right.
from
I
him.
don't know how he came up with it.
He just took it away from him.
You're right, he just took it.
Muscle. There you go.
Screen.
Screen.
Set up the
Got the
Hyder.
card. No, to Hyder. Hyder's got a first down. Going to get 11.
Yep. You got 50 seconds to go. Now they're going to start the
Sitting
clock.
on 50 seconds, just started clicking. Louisa at their own 43-yard line.
Wilson looking. Wilson's going to throw. Wilson is going to put it up. And put this one up for grabs, and it's incomplete. 2 guys for Albemarle were there. Carter was the intended receiver, but he was double covered on that one. And we got 34 seconds to go.
Yeah, and Tommy, if I'm Coach Patrick, I'm just figuring some way to just get the ball in Hyder's hands,
Right.
and let him make something happen with it.
Yep.
So,
Especially with them thinking pass, he might be able to really break one.
And whether it's a handoff or a pass or a pitch or whatever, but just get the ball to him and let him create. You got time
How to get it
for
done.
4 more plays if they work the clock right.
Louisa moved.
Yep.
Louisa moved.
They were trying to pull Albemarle off,
And Louisa moved.
but Louisa moved.
All right, second and about 17. Lions go to the huddle. 34 seconds to go in the first half. 21-14 Louisa. Wilson hands the ball off. We got a first down.
It was the up back
Yep.
who got it.
Yep.
Is that Hawkins?
Tally, Tom.
Tally.
Tally. Up back was Tally. They got the ball.
Up back, nice
Yep.
gain.
And Louisa takes a timeout. They got one left, and we got 28 seconds left.
15.
And that play definitely
17
fooled,
yards.
definitely fooled
Yeah,
Albemarle.
they were not ready for that.
No.
They were not expecting that. Nice play call.
What you're thinking in that situation is pass, pass, pass. Yep.
Absolutely.
This leaves Louisa with one timeout.
Yep. And you got to realize Louisa's got an outstanding field goal kicker.
Right.
So they
If
can't
they can get it down inside the 30.
Yep. Right now they got it on the 43.
28 seconds to go. First half.
All right. First and 10. 28 seconds to go. One timeout left. All right. Louisa huddling over here with Coach Will Patrick. Albemarle huddling over on the other side of the field. And we'll be getting ready for the halftime festivities, Tommy.
Yep.
All right, Wilson got the ball. Wilson's looking. There he is. He's throwing deep. He's got Carter down in the end zone.
That's
It
comfort.
is. He catch that ball? No, he didn't catch it. He did not catch it. We got somebody hurt. Let's see. Who is the injured player for Louisa? Carter almost caught that ball. He almost went up and caught it.
He almost went up and high-pointed that ball and pulled it down.
All right, we have a player down for Louisa. And it.
All right. So
There
we
you
are
go.
at 19 seconds left in tonight's first half. The line's up 21-14. Driving the ball, trying to add some points before half.
Wilson's
Louisa
up.
player down. Just
Not Wilson,
Yep.
anyway.
Ben
The line-
Francis,
a number on who that is.
number 50, Ben Francis, I believe, wasn't it?
No, 55 is the guy.
55?
That we injured Louisa player, and that was Braden McIntyre.
All right, well, he got up and walked off.
Yeah, he walked off the field on his own power. That's good.
That's a good sign.
Charlottesville's ahead of Fluvanna 15-0 in the second quarter. EC Glass 14-7 over Brookville in the third quarter. Amherst losing to Liberty Christian 20-0 second quarter.
All right, here we go. Second and 17. Wilson back to throw. Wilson looking. Wilson got running room. He putting it up down in the end zone. He got a man down there. Incomplete. Albemarle had three guys back there defending. And Hyder,
That was a hider.
Hyder was the intended receiver. And then we got 9 seconds left. This could very well be the last play of the first half.
And it's third down and long.
Third and 17.
And, Dickie, you're right. Albemarle had 4 defensive guys back there
Yep.
around that. So, the old thought is, okay, well, somebody's got to be open somewhere. Yeah. It's just a matter of finding where they are and who it is.
Wilson's got confidence that his guys will go up after the ball, too.
He does, and that's got to be a good feeling for a quarterback to know that, hey, I can throw it in there, and my guy's got as much chance or better.
All right, Wilson back to throw. Takes his time, rolls around, he's hit that guy, gets away from that defender, he's hit again, and lost the football out of bounds. And that's the end of the first half.
He was throwing.
That play took the 9 seconds. That's the end of the first half. Well, clock's out. They call intentional ground. It doesn't matter. It's the end of the first half. All right. First half is over. No time left. Well, are they going to...
Patrick Henry Ashland's ahead of Verona of 7-0 at the half.
Are they saying we're going to run an untimed down here?
Which
I don't understand this. Way would decline. Well, Albemarle would decline the penalty. The half's over. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Albemarle declines the penalty. The half's over.
Albemarle declines. Because otherwise, as you said, Louisa would have got one more play.
Right, an untimed down. Right. That's the half of it here tonight from the Mark Fisher Field and the Jungle and the Jerry Cutright track. And we got ourselves just exactly what we thought we were going to have, Byron, a real football game.
Yeah, I tell you, two highly explosive offensive football teams. And I think, again, it's going to come down to, Albemarle's had a couple of turnovers in the first half that hurt them.
Right.
But I think it's going to come down to which defense, as the game wears on, can step up and make some stops.
And the other thing is, Byron, Albemarle receives the second half kickoff down 1 score.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to figure out now if they're going to put yardage on the kickoff.
No,
it's what they're talking about now, it looks like.
They don't call this penalty. They don't decline it. That penalty's over.
Okay. All right, Eastern View 14, Cortland 12 at the half.
What is it?
14-12.
Man, we need Cortland to win that ball game.
Yeah. Midlothian 23, Powhatan 6, third quarter.
Midlothian is a really good team.
Highland Springs is up 48-7 over Atlee in the second quarter. Phoebus, we talked about, 29-7 over Gloucester. And
Tommy's looking for some scores here.
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting on.
Yes, sir.
Lunenburg Central last night beat Buckingham 14-0. That's the others. All right. And we're getting ready for the big halftime show, which is the homecoming court.
Yep.
So we're going to bypass stats right now.
All right.
And at the half, it's Louisa 21 and Albemarle 7. Albemarle 14. Yeah. And Byron, I tell you, good thing about technology, they're saying speak up a little now. Let me find where you are here. I turned you up some, so maybe you're good now.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, Tommy.
I can hear you much better now, Byron. Yep.
All right. See if I can get some. Dickie has said that I have been elected.
Yeah, you've been elected for this job.
All right. For the freshman court, it's Odessa Johnson and Jameer Ragland. For the sophomore court, Mason Jackson and Uriel Blankenship. For the junior court, it's Alex Hayes and Kylie Hayden. And then for the senior homecoming court, Elijah Brooks Angel David, Jaden Duck, Cage Harlow, Brent Sanderson, Acacia Scott, Dallas Sprouse, Austin Talley, Haley Walker, and Landon Wilson. Dickie, that's your senior homecoming court. The princes and the princes. We're just waiting for a king and a queen that will be named once they do it.
Yeah, that was years ago, Tommy. Remember, we used to get a little inside information who we thought was going to win it. We've lost our sources there.
I think we outlived them is what happened. All right. As we say, looking toward things that are coming up, Louisa has Albemarle tonight, which is a Class 5 school, and Goochland next week, which is a Class 3.
Right.
Orange has Goochland tonight and Western next week. Orange, point-wise, in looking at it, I thought Orange, they could lose to Western if they win tonight. They could lose to Western and still make the top 8 in the region that Louisa and them are in.
Right now, Orange is 4.
Right.
I think Orange is going to probably get a chance of staying 4 when they get a home game.
Yeah. And
also, the 1 seed could end up playing Orange.
Right. That's
Louisa
absolutely
get
true.
the 1 seed would be just huge for Louisa.
Right.
Yeah. And Western plays Monticello tonight, and they were up 15-0 in the second quarter, and they play Orange next week.
And Western's battling for a playoff spot, too.
Yeah. Yes, and Salem had Hidden Valley and blew them out. Now they got Patrick Henry of Roanoke next week, who is a 5.
And is a good football team.
Yeah.
They beat out. That's Albemarle's only loss to Patrick Henry Roanoke.
And I think, win or lose, I think they're going to be the number 1 seed.
Something.
Glass.
I hope you're wrong, but I'm afraid you're right.
Yeah, Glass could take the number 1 seed if they won both their games and Salem lost.
They've got Liberty Christian.
They got Liberty Christian, right. And Amherst is Liberty Christian's beating Amherst already tonight.
Oh, I'm going to tell you something.
And Brookville and EC Glass are having it was 14-7.
Right.
If Glass wins out, Glass is going to be the number 1
Right.
seed.
Yep.
Right.
Jefferson Forest right now is who Louisa would be playing.
Right. But I think that's going to change.
Yeah.
Because Jefferson Forest has won only 3 games,
Right.
all non-league games. I just believe somebody might get ahead of Jefferson Forest.
Yeah.
Louisa could end up playing Western. It's possible.
That's,
Very possible.
It's possible.
The volleyball team plays Western. They go up that Tuesday night in the regionals and play Western. And the JV football team beat Albemarle last night. Wednesday night, 14-0.
And Dickie, give props to your volleyball team. They won a set against. Won one of the games against Albemarle the other night, right? 2-1. They lost 2-1.
No, they lost 3-0.
3-0.
To Albemarle.
Well,
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Albemarle, they played Goochland Monday night. And Albemarle they lost 3 sets to Albemarle.
Okay.
The first set was really close. The longer it went, the worse it got after that.
So Albemarle's always a power in volleyball.
Well, the power this year is
Western.
Western's number 1 girls volleyball team in the region. Blue Vanna's real good this year, too. Yep.
All right, they're announcing these ones that we just talked about, too. And as I say, once again, the senior court is Elijah Brooks, Angel David, Jaden Duck, Cage Harlow, Brent Sanderson, Acacia Scott, Dallas Sprouse, Austin Talley, Haley Walker, and Landon Wilson.
So Coach Patrick's got what, Tommy? 3 or 4 of his ball players that are on this homecoming court, and I can tell you from experience that they'd never maybe openly admit it, but most football coaches, they're not fans of the homecoming as far as taking their players away from them at halftime.
Yep. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 of them out there.
Well, it was a little bit different that night. We were at that banquet with the Falcon Club. The guy that they let come from the locker room wasn't in the homecoming court. He was in a band, remember? And there was some football coaches there who did not think much of that. Yeah. Tommy Theodorus and Joe Bingler.
Right. Oh, goodness.
All right.
And I went down last night to downtown Mineral and viewed the homecoming parade, and it was very nice.
Did you get home by 2 o'clock in the morning?
I did. I'll tell you one thing. There was more candy. I told my wife I wish I'd have brought my candy bucket down there. There was candy all over the place the kids were picking up.
Yes. Hometown homecoming.
And
Parade.
I was at the championship Little League fall baseball game last night.
All right.
And Jeff Marshall's team was victorious over Derek Hall's team 6-3, and a really good fall Little League ball game. It was actually 4-3 going into the last inning.
Wow.
And they've had a really good fall baseball season in Louisa this year. Really good.
And where did they play that game at, Dickie?
In Louisa. They played in Louisa.
In Louisa.
Yep.
Yeah, they couldn't.
It wasn't a good night to play it in.
It wasn't a good night
It
to
would
play
have been a good night to be in Mineral, that's for sure.
No.
So, I got to tell you guys this: the football team walked in the parade last night, and Coach Patrick saw me over there, and you know what he said to me? He said, "You guys be nice to me on the radio now."
All right, we're trying to see if any other scores as they're getting ready to do the. Nelson still having a rough year, 42-7, third quarter. Alta Vista combined.
I'm going to tell you one thing, Tommy. Nelson's had a lot of rough years here lately.
Appomattox is up 26-12 over William Campbell at the half. Luray 21, Clark County at the half, 14 at the half. Franklin 8, Greensville County 32 at the half. King William 28-0 first quarter over West Point. Let's see, Spotswood 16-0 over Broadway at the half. Wilson Memorial 35, Buffalo Gap 14 at the half. Stewart's Draft 10, Fort Defiance 7 at the half. Charlottesville 22, Fluvanna nothing third quarter now.
Fluvanna, I think, is on their way to a perfect season, but it's a wrong way, 0-10.
Woodstock Central 28, William Monroe 0. Brentsville 14-7 over Skyline at the half. David Crockett from Tennessee is losing to Richlands. So Davey didn't wear his hat on straight tonight, I guess. Jefferson Forest is beating Rustburg in the third quarter, 27-19.
Oh, I would help Jefferson Forest.
EC Glass now is 17-7 third quarter over Brookville Bees. Liberty Christian 20, Amherst nothing. Halifax losing to Bassett 14-13 third quarter.
See, Halifax is the 8th seed. They could get knocked out, too.
Western Albemarle 15, Monticello nothing first quarter.
Now, anything else on that Verona game? Because I think you said Verona was getting beat.
Yeah. Matoka 17, Hopewell 14 fourth quarter. Verona 7, Patrick Henry Ashland 14 third quarter.
Oh, that would be a huge upset.
King George 21, Spotsylvania 7 third quarter. Cortland now down 21-12 to Eastern View third quarter. Culpeper beating Chancellor 28-0 third quarter.
Now, Chancellor, I don't think they haven't won a game and they haven't scored very many points.
No. Big game here, a big game for both teams because they had rough years. Harrisonburg 14, Rockbridge County 14 in the first quarter. Patrick Henry Roanoke is defeating Pulaski 42-14 in the third quarter.
Patrick Henry Roanoke might give Salem a ball game.
Mountain View 28, North Stafford 6 in the third quarter. Midlothian 23, Powhatan 6 third quarter. There we go. Acacia Scott is the queen. Dickie is a basketball player.
Okay, who's the king, Tommy? Who's the king?
And Brent Sanderson is the king.
Okay.
Yeah, the coach is saying, why did I even let my guys go out there?
Tommy, I can remember years past when we used to see a lot of
Homecoming games, that's right.
That's kind of changed since Louisa got to be a football power. All right, we're about 7, 8 minutes probably, maybe 10 minutes from the start of the second half.
J.R. Tucker losing to Mills Godwin 35-0, third quarter. Monacan 21, Clover Hill 6 in the first quarter. Freeman 7, St. Christopher's 0. And my Phillies just went down 2-0.
To the Astros.
Yeah. Highland Springs 48, Atlee 7, second quarter now.
That's the one good thing. Highland Springs will not be in 5 next year. They go up to 6.
Yeah, that is a good thing.
Louisa won't be contended with them. But a lot of these other schools that you're calling those scores will be in the region with Louisa next year.
Yeah. All right, that's what we've got right now. Oscar Smith must be it must be a forfeit. They said 2-0 third quarter over Western Branch, but
I think that's a forfeit.
I think, yeah. I saw one forfeit, 1-0. I was surprised that. And Essex last night beat Westmoreland. Buckingham got beat by Lunenburg Central last night.
I don't think Lunenburg Central may not have lost a game.
No.
They're rolling. They used to roll when Chippy Chappell was coaching down there, but they kind of hit some lean times, but they look like they got it back together now.
All right.
All right, Tommy, the court is walking off the field, the homecoming court, and the band's coming out there, but I don't think we're going to be long before we're going to be back to playing football.
I tell you, well, what's your impression of the first half, Byron?
Well, I don't think it's far off from what we thought it would be, guys. I mean, I think we anticipated 2 very talented offensive football teams. The one thing that I am surprised at in the first half was that Albemarle is getting guys pretty open on their pass routes. I did not expect that to happen, and I'm sure that is a point of emphasis in Louisa's locker room at halftime to try to close that down. But I think what it goes to show is the talent that Amaji Parker has as far as Albemarle's quarterback, with the ability to extend plays and move the pocket, and then set his feet and throw the ball with some real authority down the field. I mean, he moves that ball down the field in a hurry when he lets it go. So, I mean, Albemarle had a couple of turnovers, and so you got to feel like they're in the locker room, Tommy, saying, hey, we're in good shape. We're going to get the ball back to start the second half. We're 1 score down. We didn't play overall. We turned the ball over a couple times. We eliminate mistakes, and we're right where we want to be.
Louisa scored 3 touchdowns. Every touchdown they scored, they started in Albemarle territory.
Yep. Here's a little bit of a surprising score. Third quarter. Orange 19, Goochland 15.
I think Goochland's gotten better as the season went on. I was really a little surprised that Albemarle beat them 48-3 last week. I thought Goochland would give them a better ball game, especially when Albemarle was playing the 3rd game in 7 days. That's tough.
That is really tough because you think about that, and not only does it wear you down, you don't have preparation time.
Right.
Right. It becomes, it isn't about what the other team is doing. Let's just worry about what we're doing and execute what we do as best we can and just go with it. So, yep. Tough stretch for Albemarle as far as that many games in that few days.
All right, well, Louisa's coming back out on the field. And so the band's still on the field. And here come the Lions walking back out there.
Just really, really, Louisa leading rusher, unofficially, Wilson with 41 yards, 37 for Hyder, 19 for Talley, 4 for Carter. for Wilson throwing the ball. $62 yards in the air.
Yeah, and Tommy, I kind of feel like that, the other thing that Louisa's going to try to do in the second half is really to get their ground game established and going. And I'm just surprised. I thought they would have had more success with it in the first half than they did, to be honest.
Yeah, neither team has run the ball well.
No.
Albemarle 8, 10, 7, for them. The big play, it was a 58-yard touchdown pass that Amaji Parker threw into a wide-open target.
But I'll tell you what, it's not going to show up in the stats, but that last possession that Louisa, that catch that Carter made on the 30-some yard line to get Louisa out of the hole. Otherwise, they would have given the ball back to Albemarle with time left in the first half. That was a huge play.
Yes, it was.
To allow them basically to run the clock out in the first half.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, the other thing you got to look at is who made halftime adjustments. A lot of times the halftime adjustments might be the difference in this football game as we go into the second half.
All right. Second half getting ready to get underway.
Yep. A huge crowd on hand tonight, as we expected. And they've gotten their money's worth here in the first half. The game has been everything everybody expected it to be. A really good football game between two really good teams.
Right now, Justin Verlander is no-hitting the Phillies in the third inning, early in the game.
Well, one thing about it, Tommy, he won't pitch a whole game even if he's no-hitting them.
Right.
He'll throw about 100 pitches, he'll come out.
Right. He's reinventing himself after that surgery again. He is a Hall of Fame pitcher, in my opinion.
My opinion, too. Yep.
I can remember going over and doing an interview with him when Louisa and Goochland both had papers and all, and they said somebody needed to go talk to him. He was home for something, and it was just, he was a fine young man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's done really well for himself, too.
Yeah.
Really well for himself.
Yeah. Yeah, my Phils need to steal one in Houston so they go home for 3 games, right?
All right, we got a little over 2 minutes, and we're going to start the second half. We got the clock set after a long halftime here tonight in the jungle. Homecoming, and tomorrow night it'll be the big homecoming dance.
Wow, first time.
And Tommy?
Yes.
The football team, they are fed every week, and the one who takes care of that chore is Donna up at Smoking Eddie's.
Smoking Eddie's.
Yeah, up at Will's mother.
And you're a frequent flyer.
And I'm a frequent flyer, that's right. Yeah.
Great meals there. And I tell you, they sat and got the football team all fed tonight. They do it when they go on the road, too. And I say it's just good to have all kind of local support.
Yes it is. All right, practicing field goals. I'm going to tell you one thing, Byron. These guys are putting it through there from 40 yards.
Absolutely. This game could come down to it.
Yes, sir. Come down to a field goal.
Down to it.
It sure could.
It was supposed to be a 3, wasn't it? A 3 in it? Yeah, that was
I just can't get over Albertson kicked that one up at Albemarle Wednesday night. Attempted from 54 yards and came pretty close to making it.
That is amazing.
And he is a sophomore.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's going to be back. Now, Lundy leaves this year. Slaughter is here for another year. Albertson's for 2 years.
Albertson has some kind of strong leg.
He's a good-sized boy.
He's a big boy, too. Yep, he is 6'1", 200-pound sophomore.
Here's $100 for the middle school.
Oh, okay, I get it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we're getting ready for the second half to get underway. Louisa will be kicking off to Albemarle. 21-14 is their score as we begin the third period.
All right, this thing might turn out to be the old Barnes burner, Tommy, before this night is over. All right, Albemarle receiving, Louisa kicking off. You got to believe Albemarle is going to be kind of looking for a short kick. They've already had a onside kick attempt by Louisa as well.
Yep. And you look back on that, and that onside kick, which they didn't recover, Albemarle scored pretty quickly. But I still like the call by Coach Patrick. I still like it.
I liked it when he did it. Yep.
Me too.
Yep. Because I think he had Albemarle on the ropes, and if he'd have gotten that onside kick, I think this football game would be entirely different right now.
And guys, they are not putting a guy past the 25-yard line right now. So it might be time to have Albertson kicking off.
That's the thought, but I don't think Albertson's going to be kicking off. Let's see.
No.
We're going to know. We're going to know who's kicking off. And they may not know about Albertson.
All right.
But it's Lundy, right?
Yep.
It's Lundy. Well, they're backing him up a little bit now. They got one guy back around the 20. And they got 9 people right at the 40-yard line and up. And only 2 guys back deep.
All right, see how high he gets it. Gets it high and back, taking that to 31. Hop to the outside, and here comes Louisa. Runs by, but a good tackle over in the open field. Going to mark it about the 28 or 29-yard line.
He was better off to fair catch it.
Right.
He was. He got the ball and ran backwards.
Yeah.
He got tackled, lost yardage.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, this is a big series for both teams, fellas.
Yep.
Set the tone for the second half. What happens here in the next few minutes could potentially go a long way in determining the winner of this football game.
Yep. No question about that.
Mark it at 29, 1st and 10. Yeah, what adjustments did you make during the half? We're going to see. Louisa, I thought, was playing too far off of those receivers. I think they were giving them too much cushion.
All right. Parker.
Low snap, but he gets a handoff.
And he's got all kinds of yards. He's got a first down. He got a first down.
That Polo Hill? Walking.
Polo Hill, Tommy.
Yeah. That's going to be his biggest run of the night.
Yep.
Give him 12 yards. 1st and 10. You want to give it to him again?
Polo Hill again, and Polo Hill's going to have some yards again. Picked up about 8 that time. It makes you wonder if Albemarle saw something at halftime, and they made some adjustments in their running game.
And Byron, you said the thing. Louisa, get to the ground game. Albemarle, they're getting to the ground game.
And if either team can get some momentum going with the ground game, it obviously then just opens up the passing game that much more for them.
Yep.
Parker.
Low snap. Parker picks it up. Parker's going to be close to the first down.
Short, I think, Tom.
About a yard short.
I think he's about a yard short. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how many low snaps he's at the field, but a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Third and 1 for the Patriots. Ball resting at the 49-yard line of Albemarle. And here we go with this big third down play in the jungle. Parker keeps it himself. And
He didn't get it.
He did not get it.
Great play by the line defense that time.
Hawkins is one of the guys getting up off the bottom of the pile, but it was a host of green shirt sack. Fourth and 1.
I look for him to go for it. I look for him to put it in the air, though. Parker to hold the ball.
I I would be surprised if Albemarle does not go for this.
I think Albemarle's going for it.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you, that's one time I think the quarterback being in the center would have helped.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. Lions got penetration that time, and they just stacked it up. So this is a huge play.
This could be the ball game right here.
Half here.
Yep.
4th and 1.
He's going to throw it. He throws it. Did he catch it?
No good.
Louisa going to take over?
Yep. Incomplete pass.
All right, very interesting play call
Yes.
that time, and a great job, good reaction by the Louisa defense, and a big stop.
Yep. The big stop on 3rd and 1, and I'm really surprised. I would have thought they'd have run Parker to the outside to try to pick the first down up.
I would have thought so too, but Louisa was up to the task. They're going to take over once again
And
in Albemarle territory. The ball is at the 49-yard line of the Albemarle Patriots.
And he threw across his body that time, too, which was a harder throw. Here's a handoff up in the middle to Hyder. Hyder is going to be down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there.
Yep.
14 yards.
That's a big momentum swing in that football game.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Louisa quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson
Hyder.
gives it to Hyder again. Hyder is down across the 25.
Still on his
going. He's still going. He's down to the 15. Inside the 15-yard line. What a run by Hyder.
They're going to mark it to 15, I believe.
Wow, he just he was not going to get dragged down that time. He was pulling tacklers along with him.
Unbelievable runner.
What an effort.
Yes, yes. Wilson keeps it. Wilson's going to run the ball. Wilson's inside the 5. Wilson is he in? Is he in?
Louisa says yes, but the officials do not.
Down on the 1.
Going to be a first down.
And now it's Louisa who's running the football.
Going to be a 14-yard gain.
Yep. Here we go. Louisa quickly up to the line of scrimmage and a no huddle.
First and goal.
And a touchdown.
Touchdown, Louisa.
Wilson, touchdown.
1 yard run.
1 yard run, Wilson.
And guys, that is just what the doctor ordered for
Yep.
Louisa.
Right.
To start out with a defensive stop and then go on a close to a 50-yard drive, running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. Great job by Louisa.
Here comes the extra point. See if we can make it 28-14. You go for 2. Did he make it?
He's
Did they
in there.
make it? Louisa says they made it. The referees haven't signaled. They hiked the ball to the short man, went for 2. No good. And we still haven't seen a signal from the referee. Nope, didn't make it. Did not make it. So we got a 27-14 ball game.
That surprised you? That surprised me.
I was surprised by it, yes.
Yeah, that one did surprise me a little bit. I agree with you guys.
All right, Louisa getting ready to kick off again. 8:50 to go, third quarter.
Again,
Louisa 27, Albemarle 14.
Tommy, I'm going to verify that a little bit, what he just did. But I agree with where he's coming from. He makes that 2 point, then Louisa's 15 up, and Albemarle was going to have to score a 2-point conversion to keep
Themselves,
up with him.
yeah.
And he's already winning 27-14,
Right.
so he's got a little room to play with. So I can see where Will Patrick
Yeah.
thinking was.
Yeah. Well, you know I'm offensive minded.
Yep.
I go for the 60 to 58 games.
And the other thing that it does do, without question, is it shows your offensive line that you've got confidence in.
Yeah.
You think you can make that.
This one going to be taking it to 27. Down that line, down the sideline. Ran her to bounds.
Yep. 13.
That was Christian Humes.
right, Albemarle is going to take over in good field position. Another interesting sidelight. Louisa's 4 touchdowns. Everyone started in Albemarle territory.
Yeah. 49, 36, 43,
And 40.
and 40.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Albemarle is going to start this drive on their own 47.
All right, so Albemarle's first possession of the second half, they ran the ball a little more frequently than they had in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see if they continue that or whether they go back to the passing game.
Delay a game.
Yep. We might have something else. We might have an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Way he spiked it.
Yep, I think we do. I think we got, this could cost Albemarle 20 yards. Yep, that last flag was for something else. And probably when he spiked the football. Delay a game. That's the 5-yarder. Now let's see. Yep.
Dead ball foul. Personal foul.
He didn't give personal foul signal. No, he gave them 2 delay of the game penalties.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they got.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Looked like. I think he gave them 2 delay of the game penalties. That's what he signaled.
Yeah.
I tell you, Albemarle has got themselves behind the 8 ball here now. Down.
It was dead balls.
Yep.
Right.
It wasn't unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what it would have had to been. Been a 15-yarder.
And that was throwing the ball away is what he was doing.
Yeah,
he just vehemently did it.
He called 2 delay of the game penalties. Yep. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's 1st and 20.
Yep.
Easy to keep at.
Now we got it. Ready to go. Parker looking. Parker rolling. Parker is going to run it. And he's going to be run out of bounds.
Hey, I thought he was already out of bounds.
Well, let's see. No flag? No flag.
All right, Parker rolled out to his right that time. Good coverage downfield, and the Lions rode him out of bounds for a couple-yard loss.
2nd and about 22. Gives the ball off to the running back, and he got about 2. That's all he got. All right, we got somebody down on the field.
And guys, it's 3rd in a bunch here.
Yep.
3rd and about 20.
And Albemarle has
another big play for the Lions defense. They need to shut Albemarle down right now and get this football back.
Injured playoff by Albemarle. And we said this in the first half. I said, I think they're on the ropes. I think they're on the ropes again right here. If they don't convert here, they're 2 scores down to giving the ball back to Louisa.
I think that B was buzzing in the dressing room during halftime.
Well, they had some things to look at. They had some things they did tremendously well in the first half, but they had a couple things they needed to adjust to, and I'm sure. I mean, that's what the coaching staff does.
Now, they can't let this early success here in the second half go to the heads, though. They got to continue playing hard.
The one thing that I was getting a little bit concerned about as the first half wore on is the way that Parker was scrambling around. I wondered if Louisa's defensive line was going to get really tired, by the fourth quarter just because of how active he is and chasing them all over the place.
Yep.
So we'll have to see how that plays out.
All right. Big 3rd down and long now.
Albemarle has got about 20 yards to go for a first down on 3rd down, or else they're going to punt the football. Parker, you've got to believe he's going to put it up this time. He's being rushed. Scrambles.
Threw it and got his man.
But it didn't get but about 10 yards. Got about
Yep,
half.
got half of it.
Yep.
That Grievous 7.
That is the other That is, no. 7 is Lindsay, Nasty or Lindsay.
Or maybe it was 1. Yeah.
So fourth
That's
down and 11
I think it was
to go
1.
for Albemarle. The ball's going to be at about
They're gonna punt it.
46-yard line.
They're going to punt it. They got to
Lined
punt
up
it.
in punt formation.
Out of bounds, whatever. And that far up are they going to come?
Up to almost, let's see, 42-yard line.
Yeah.
Louisa's going to take over on their own 42 after the punt.
Well, not a very good punt that time, guys, for Albemarle. It's a break for Louisa. They're going to take over 42-yard line.
I think Louisa has a chance to both put them away with a score here. We still got half of the third quarter and all the fourth quarter to go. But Albemarle is definitely on the ropes.
Louisa's missing a man. Hawkins coming out, getting there. Needs a blocking back.
We got to get it snapped. Clock's running down.
Man
Got
in
it.
motion. They got it. Straight up the middle. It was a blocking back. Is that Hawkins? Or
That's
Talley? That's Talley. Another big run for Talley.
That play has worked a couple times tonight. Snap it to the up back. He snitched through there before they realized what hit him. Big game.
Big game. Big game.
27-yard gain.
Yep. 1st and 10, Louisa in Albemarle territory. On the Patriot 32-yard line. Hand off to Hyder. Hyder is at the 20. Hyder's inside the 20 down to the 15.
We'll mark it to 14 even, looks like.
All right. We
31.
got an injured player. Albemarle has another injured player.
18-yard gain there for Hyder. So he's carried 3 times here in the second half, 14, 20, and 18.
That's a good average, Tommy.
Yeah. Better than our grade average, right?
Yep. 27-14, and the Lions knocking on the door. They try to go up 3 scores. And that was Polo Hill, I believe, in there, Tommy.
Number
I'm going to make sure well, it's number 1.
Noah Grievous.
Noah Grievous, the outstanding receiver.
Yeah.
Noah Grievous is shaking up. First and 10, Louisa.
Yeah, they can make a first down before they
They're
score.
on the 14, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
First and 10.
Louisa on the 14.
Couple of guys coming in late for Albemarle.
Wilson.
Gives it all on a
He gave it off on a kind of reverse type
A
play.
little bit of an inside trap type play
Yep.
there, working back against Albemarle's pursuit.
got 2 yards,
Yep,
and
second,
who was it that carried it that time?
Albemarle did a good job defensively on that play.
I believe it was Carter.
All right. 2nd and 8. Wilson going to have it to Hyder.
There goes Hyder. Down the other. He's in. He's in. Touchdown. What a run by Savion Hyder.
12 yards. Touchdown run.
Hyder from 12 yards out, and he broke tackles. Took it on to Peter, Tommy. And we got 5:40 to go here in the third quarter, and Louisa has broken this thing open in the third quarter.
Now you might see them go for 2.
Just might see him.
That's what they've done. They come out into the 2-point conversion. Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. Wilson keeps it.
And he's in. Well, let's see. Maybe he's not in. He got right to the goal line. And
They're saying no.
he didn't get in. PAT is no good. And we got a 33-14 ball game. Browns have had the ball twice in the second half and scored both times.
And that's the first time they've scored when they started in their own territory.
Right. Yep.
Of course, they've only started in their own territory twice.
All right. Byron, we talked about halftime adjustments. It looks like Louisa is the team that made them, and they're paying off.
And the key is run the football. Run the football.
Right.
I did notice, guys, and I hope he's going to be all right. On that scoring play, Carter came off for Louisa and looked like he must have banged his hand or finger or something, but he came off in a lot of pain. He's being tended to down here on the sideline as he's walking around, so I hope he'll be all right.
They got banged in the ribs in the Western game. Lundy going to kick off again. High, short, taken at the 30. They're going to reverse it. No. Good move by number 17. And he's got room and he's got blockers with him.
30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Albemarle. Is it a flag, Tommy? 13 is the guy that ran it back all the way.
That'd be Humes.
Christian
Humes.
Humes. And we don't have any flags. We've got an Albemarle touchdown.
70-yard
Kickoff return.
Yep. 5:30, 5:26.
All right, Albemarle will kick the extra point here. They blocked it. They blocked the extra point.
That Christian Johnson, 33.
Yep, 33. Now we got a 33-20 ball game. All right.
Yeah, he just bowled right through the center and up there and right at the kicker before he could get the ball up at all.
Yeah, he came straight up the middle.
We still got 5:26 to go in the third quarter. And Byron, I heard you say you thought it was going to be an offensive shootout in the 30s. Well, one team's in the 30s and the other one's got 20, and we still got a quarter and a half to play.
We may be going on past that, Dickie.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker's hit 2 home runs for the Astros. They're up 5-0 over the Phillies. He had a good year. He hit 30 home runs, 106 RBIs. So. See if we can find any updated scores now. Who's back deep for us, Dickie?
All right. It's going to be Hyder. And it's going to be, well, the other guy that's back deep is number 6, I believe, Tom.
That'd be Coleman.
Yep, Coleman's the other guy back deep.
They're going to squib it.
On the ground. Louisa falls on the football. That's
Good
smart.
job.
That
Just
is really
fall on
smart.
And I think
Johnson.
it's Christian Johnson
That was
again.
a smart play by Christian Johnson.
He's
Absolutely.
been a great special teams player this year.
Yep. All right, Lions got the football back, and they're going to take over on the 34-yard line. That third possession of the first half.
Charlottesville 22, Fluvanna nothing, third quarter. EC Glass and Brookville tied at 20 in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, that's a ball game.
Wow.
Liberty Christian 20-0 over Amherst, third quarter. Western 29, Monticello 8, third quarter. Orange 19, Goochland 15, third quarter now.
All right, handoff goes to Hyder. There he goes. Across the 50, down to the 43-yard line. What a show Savon Hyder's putting on.
All right, guys, and let's not
23.
go too much further without giving a whole bunch of credit to Louisa's offensive
Right.
line, because they are opening holes in this second half.
Yep. Hanley and Liberty of Ilton and a good one too. 39-35 Hanley.
Wilson. Wilson keeps the ball. Wilson at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, inside the 20, down to the 18. They're just blowing them open with that offensive line.
They're just blowing them out, and whether they've gotten Albemarle's front seven worn down a little bit, you don't know, but they are having a huge amount of success.
20-yard gain.
Eli Brooks is on that offensive line for Louisa. Shane Bibbs on that offensive line for Louisa. Hawkins is on the line for Louisa on the end. Wilson gets it
Hyder.
off to Hyder. Hyder is going to score. 19 yards run by Hyder. And the Lions are pouring it on now. And we still got 4:23 to go in the third quarter.
The PAT getting ready.
All right, Wilson getting to play. Louisa's going for two.
It's either going to be 39 or 41.
It's
One of the
gonna
two.
be 41. Made it easy. Wilson for the PAT.
41-20.
Byron, they are making it look easy the way they're running that football.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you look at that last drive, and I mean, gosh, what is it? 66 yards in what, three plays, Tommy? I mean, it wasn't.
Yep.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, they just gashed them.
Yeah, they look like they just worn
Right.
Albemarle down, worn them out.
Right.
Yep. Yep. 41-20, 4:23 to go. Very impressive performance by Louisa.
Who did the 2-yard run? I mean, the 2-point.
Wilson.
Wilson. So 41-20.
I'll tell you one thing, when you add up them stats, you're going to have some rushing yards, Tommy.
In this half.
A lot of them.
In this half, first half, it wasn't much for either.
All right. There's the kickoff. And the guy takes it and falls on it. Albemarle's going to take over on their own about 30. See where Ronnie Fisher marks it at. 36-yard line. That's where the Patriots will take over.
King George now beat Spotsylvania 34-14. Eastern View 27, Cortland 19, fourth quarter. Hanover 41 and Rico 7 in the third quarter. Veranda still losing to Patrick Henry Ashland, fourth quarter, 21-14.
That'd be an upset. That would be one huge upset. Parker being pressured. Parker rolling out. Parker,
Ooh.
I mean, he fumbled
And
the
the fumble.
football. Louisa got it. Fumbled the football. Louisa got it.
Did he fumble or did he try to lateral to somebody else?
I'm not sure. I thought he fumbled and maybe didn't see the guy coming from behind him.
The guy that got the football was Spellman.
Okay.
Spellman's the one that came up with the football. He just took it away from him. Ronnie Fisher says he just took it away from him.
All right. Louisa takes over at the Albemarle
24.
24.
Yep. They're going to blow this thing wide open here now. The Lions got a chance to just blow it wide open.
Hopewell 27-17, fourth quarter over Matoka.
All right. Wilson going to throw. Wilson rolling out. Wilson throwing it in the end zone. It is intercepted. Intercepted by Humes. Humes caught it.
Yep.
He intercepted it.
Yep. First and 10 on the 6-yard line.
I'm going to tell you in a minute where it is, Tommy. On the 7-yard line. First and 10 on the 7. All right, Patriots get it right back. We still got 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. (41-20) Louisa. All right, Parker.
Highland Springs up 61-7, Dickie.
Now we got a penalty. We might have a time. Let's see if it's a penalty or a timeout. Timeout is it called. Albemarle called timeout.
Brook Point, Colonial Forge, good game. 14-6 Colonial Forge, third quarter.
Baseball game's now 5-3, Tommy.
Yep.
You already
Phillies
knew
coming
that.
back.
All right. Patriots coming back out on the field. Brian, I think Louisa went for the juggler with that pass, and it didn't work.
Yep. He went the element of surprise, and you can slice it in when you want, but they're playing good football. They just got to make a defensive stop and get back at it. So
pass is incomplete, almost intercepted. I'm going to tell you one thing. They're putting some pressure on Parker now. Christian Johnson was putting the heat on him. Parker's not having a lot of time back there, and even when he rolls out, they're in hot pursuit.
And that's different than what it was in the first half.
Yep. He was having all day. Good to see Noah Grievous back out.
Yep.
Man in motion. And he hadn't set to throw it to
Pass
Grievous.
over the middle. First down for the Patriots. All right. Parker back out by his lonesome. Gets the snap. Going to throw it again. Nope, this time he's going to run it. And he's going to throw it way down the field. Got a man down there. Incomplete. Covering for Louisa was
Good recovery, too, I tell you.
17 was the man Tommy covered for Louisa.
Yep, Prophet. And he made up ground on him.
Right. He's across the line of scrimmage when
Yeah.
he threw it. I thought he was.
That's going to be 5 and a loss of down.
Right. 3:23 to go. It's a long third quarter. All right.
I'm surprised he hasn't run more.
Well, really, he hadn't had a chance. They've been putting the heat on him. He hadn't had a chance to run the ball.
Yeah.
They've been right on him.
He did look down, see where he was at. He knew he was close to the line. Ball dropped. He picked it up. And there he throws it away.
I don't think you're going to call him for
Nobody-
grounding because he had a man in it.
Well, we got is that a flag down in the end zone, though?
No.
Or is
I don't
that
think
just
so.
a white towel, somebody?
I don't think it's a flag.
Something's laying down.
And I'll tell you what, there are not many quarterbacks that I've seen play this year that could have avoided that safety on that play. That was amazing for him to not get
Right.
tackled in his own end zone.
Yeah.
And he found somebody close enough to be able to throw it away.
Yeah, exactly.
3rd and long. And they're just putting the heat on him. As soon as he gets the ball, Louisa
Yeah.
is right on
They're
top
coming.
of him. There he comes again, Johnson. That time he dodged him. He got Brooks after him too. Parker dodging all kinds of people. What a run by Parker. What a run by Parker.
He's
I
going
think
to
he got
pick
a
up.
first down, guys.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 15 yards. Needed 14.
And how many people did he make miss?
And probably 4 or 5 people in
Yep.
that run.
First down. Parker got that on his own.
Wow. That is some athletic play.
All right, Parker by himself again. Gets it downfield to Noah Grievous. Grievous is across the 40, out to the 45. Another Albemarle first down.
Hawkins out there, one of the guys on the tackle, and he's getting up slowly.
All right, 1st and 10 Albemarle. Parker again back out, all by himself. Gonna throw it again. Being pressured. And a guy Parker gets away from him. Throws it downfield to Noah Grievous. And Grievous is brought down.
And that's Christian Johnson that brought him down.
And the guy he got away from was Spellman. Spellman had him and he spun away from him.
He kept that knee from touching the
He
ground.
did.
He's an athlete.
You got to be impressed with him, Tommy.
Yep.
We've seen 2 guys that can really run the football here tonight, Parker and Hyder.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got an equipment problem.
Yeah, he is very, very elusive.
Oh, we got a hurt player. Louisa player didn't get up there.
Parker's a junior, Hyder's a freshman. And we got 2 minutes still to go in this third quarter, and Louisa's on top, 41-20. We don't know who the injured Louisa player is. I tell you one thing, these linemen are definitely getting their running in tonight, aren't they, Byron?
They're getting a workout. Chasing these guys. Absolutely.
All right, and he's up, and hopefully he's okay. He's coming off the field, it is Christian Johnson. And what a ball game he's played tonight.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy that's been blitzing off the edge, really putting the pressure on Parker.
All right, so these guys on the front for Louisa's defense got to reach down and get that extra gear for the rest of this ball game.
Yeah, we got a whole quarter to go.
Falls on
Plus.
the ground. Parker falls on it. That low snap finally got him again because they rolled that one back at him.
Yeah, well, and we got a break there with that snap.
Third.
Albemarle's had trouble with the snap all night long.
Yeah. 3rd and about 17. Here come the Patriots.
Look for Grievous. He's over here to the left. He's going down.
Snap. this
Another
time.
snap.
Parker.
I think Louisa got it.
No, I think Parker got it back. He got it back.
Oh, there you go.
Flag. We got a flag. We got a flag.
And that's good for Louisa player. Walk away from it. Walk away from it.
All right. We got personal foul, Albemarle.
Yep.
That's going to put them back 15 more. And now they're going to have fourth, I think.
Fourth, I think.
Yeah, because it was a dead ball foul.
Right. And Albemarle is going to punt the football. And the guy's going to be standing just about in his end zone when he punts it. The ball is resting on the 15-yard line.
And Wilson back deep for Louisa.
All right, so Louisa should come out of this with very, very good field position. So let's just see what happens.
Yeah, if it's a bad snap, he may not get it away. And they've had a lot of problems with the snaps.
4th down and 40 for Albemarle.
And the clock's running. He may not. All right.
Now they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. Well, let's see. Who took the time? Nope, they got penalized delay of game. They got penalized for delay of game. I mean, they got 4th and from here to Mineral for a first down.
Who's that playing center field for Louisa now?
As the kick is short. Bounces around the 40, is picked up there. He's at the 30. He's inside the 30. And he's down around the 27-yard line.
Good job by Wilson bringing it back.
Yep, Wilson.
There's a flag down.
We got a flag. Let's see what we got.
Either a block in the back on Louisa or a hole on
block in the back.
on Albemarle. We'll see which one.
All right. Depends on what it is. Personal foul against Louisa. It's against Louisa. All right, that's going to put the ball down on the 42-yard line. That's where Louisa will take over. And then they're going to take over on the Albemarle 42.
The first penalty of the second half.
And we got 31 seconds to go here in the third quarter. This could be the last play of the third quarter. Let's see. Hyder with the football. There goes Hyder. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Louisa Lions. No
40,
penalty.
42,
Yeah,
42.
42 yards. Yeah, one play, 42 yards. And we got 22 seconds to go. We'll kick the extra point this time, Tommy. 47-20. There they go to the shift. Ball down, kick is up, kick looks good, kick is good.
48-20, Louisa on top.
48-20, Louisa. Lundy with the PAT. And Hyder with the touchdown run.
And Hyder in the second half. 14, 20, 18, 12, 23, 19, and 42.
That's not too shabby.
That's almost near your birthday, Dickie. 1942.
That's right. Close, Tommy, close. Tommy, I remember the night way back when Jim Otts was coaching back in the 60s when Wilson Childs rushed the ball for 200 yards. And I would say Hyder is going to get very close if he's not already there.
Well, you know, the thing on that was he was a big man.
Yep.
What they call him, a train?
I was keeping the stats that night, and I was letting Jim Arch know, Coach Arch know how close he was getting to that 200-yard marker. And he got it. He got to the 200. All right, there's the kickoff coming. Bouncing on the ground, Albemarle fumbling the football, and then they pick it up, and there he goes down the field. And he's going to be brought down in Louisa territory on the Louisa 42-yard line.
That Polo Hill.
I think it was.
I got 138 yards here in the second half for Hyder, 37 in the first half, so that's 175.
Needs 25 more to get to the 200.
The way he's going, Tommy, that's one more carry, isn't it?
Yeah.
One more carry.
All right, they're going to take over on the 42. Albemarle has not scored in the second half. Well, I'm sorry, they did score on a
Quick pass over the Polo Hill, and they end up losing 3. Yep.
scored on a 70-yard kickoff return. That's the only touchdown in the second half.
Albemarle tried a little bit of a sort of a swing pass to the left. It was very, very slow in developing. Louisa sniffed it out defensively. And that has brought us to the end of the third quarter.
All right, and the score at the end of the third quarter, Louisa 48, Albemarle 20.
Tommy, the Albemarle kickoff return. I got the 70-yard return, but I didn't get the guy's name.
70-yard kickoff return by Humes.
Got it. I got it.
5:26 to go.
Right. All right. Byrne, I didn't think we'd see a 28-point differential in this ball game, but that's what we got right now.
No, I did not either. And I tell you what, I'm absolutely thrilled that Louisa has come out here in the second half and said, we're just going to buckle down and run this football.
Right.
And they have just shoved it right at Albemarle and had great success doing it.
Yeah, they asserted themselves.
Absolutely.
All right. Straight back, over the middle.
No good.
In between two different receivers and three different defenders.
Third down and 12 across the way as we start the fourth quarter. All right, here come the Patriots up to the line of scrimmage. Got the ball in Louisa territory.
And you certainly got to figure now, if Albemarle does not pick up the first down on this play, they are not going to punt the ball. They're in 4-down territory, really from this point on, probably in this game.
Parker looking. Parker scrambling. Parker jumps up and throws the ball.
Got a man wide
and
open.
he throws the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. And it is number 2, Polo Hill.
And it was a
44-yard touchdown pass. Byrne, he rolled out. He jumped up and threw that ball.
He jumped up and threw the ball and ends up being a 44-yard touchdown pass.
And he threw the ball at least 40 yards down the field. Do you think so?
Yeah. He's got some arm strength now, no question about it.
Extra point. That one is good. That was Parker to Hill.
11:41 to go in the ball game. Louisa 48, Albemarle 27.
We said we thought it was going to be a high-scoring ball game. I don't think we quite thought it would be this high-scoring.
No, I mean, I kind of felt like somebody was going to need to score up in the mid to upper 30s to win the game, but before it's all said and done, it may be you need to score in the 40s to win the game.
But you're still on average good. take the two and add them together and divide it by 2. You're still in the 30s.
Yeah, okay.
So you're good.
I'll tell you what, there is some offensive talent on this football field tonight.
I couldn't agree with you more.
And the funny thing is, both of them have very good defenses.
I'll tell you one thing, the defenses is getting tested tonight,
Yeah.
Tommy. They are really getting tested. Both of them have got some real offensive weapons.
Yes.
No question about that.
See if they try the onside kick.
Yep. Well, you might. And Albemarle is going to get the football. They got it. They got it, the football. Bounced off a Louisa player. Albemarle got it. And I think the guy that got it for the Patriots was William Barber.
As they said, it ain't over till it's over.
It ain't over, and the fat lady ain't sung yet, Tommy. 46-yard line. They got the ball on the Louisa 46. Louisa's up 21, 48-27, and we still got 11 minutes and 38 seconds to go in this football game.
Says stranger things have happened.
Yes. Parker, back to throw. Being rushed. Gets away.
As a whole,
throws it down the field. He makes the catch. Runs out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He called no.
Noah Grievous made the catch, but let's see. We got a penalty.
oh, they said he caught it.
No penalty. Noah Grievous with the catch. Well, they're talking about it. Let's see what they're going to say he caught it.
Wonder if he went out of bounds and came back in bounds.
They're having a discussion about something. I don't know whether this pass is going to be complete or not.
Tell you what, there's a possibility that we might have hit the guy late out of bounds, too.
Yeah, they're looking over at the out of bounds. All right, waiting for the referee to tell us. They're still discussing it. Yep.
Dead ball, personal foul. Yep,
Louisa.
that's what it was.
Personal foul, Louisa.
Yep.
Grievous makes the catch, and they move the ball down to the 16-yard line. Yep, 16-yard line, 1st and 10, Albemarle.
So 16-yard pass play that worked.
And a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Parker going to throw again. There he is. Throws it over to the side. Man makes the catch again. Noah Grievous again, I believe. Yep, Noah Grievous. He picked up 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Parker back there again, all by his lonesome. The people spread out all over the field. 4 guys to the left. And what we got?
We got some kind of movement, I believe.
Yep. And he had seen something because he wanted to throw that ball over to the left, and the referees blew it dead.
Yeah, he was almost quarterback. Parker was not happy that play was not able to be run.
Still got the same
2nd and 6.
man in motion. Still got 4 guys to the left. Parker looking to Noah Grievous.
Grievous.
Noah Grievous. He fought with the football.
Louisa picked it up.
No, Albemarle picked it up.
No, Louisa picked
it up.
Yep.
Now, let's see.
They going to say he was down?
They said he was down. They said he was down.
That's
what they said. They said he was down. Albemarle got somebody down.
So it's 1st down and goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let's see what this is. I tell you, we knew these teams had some athletes, but to see these guys out there in this football field, this is an unreal football game.
It really is.
All right, got an injured player. All right, now he's getting up.
Parker is 7 of his last 9, too. And Grievous has been on the end of 4 of them.
Yeah.
All right, Albemarle player up and limping off the field, but
The thing of it is, Noah Grievous and Parker are both juniors.
First and goal.
Of course, but Louisa, the thing is, Hyder and Carter are both freshmen.
all right, so Elmo's going to have the ball down on about the 2-yard line.
He started no clock. He started now.
Nobody in the backfield but Parker. Back there, all body's lonesome again. 4 guys wide left, 1 guy wide right. Parker
Louisa,
got the football, and
he throws it up in the air.
Hit him in the face.
Well, let's see what we got. It ain't intentional grounding because there's
No,
man there.
I think it's
Oh, it is a hold on.
base mask or a hole against Albemarle.
Let's see what they got. The flag was thrown, and it's one. I think it's holding
Yep,
Albemarle.
10-yard penalty.
It's holding Albemarle. Holding Albemarle. It's almost a jailbreak every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Louisa brought a tremendous amount of pressure right up the middle that time, and they were all over.
Yeah, Hawkins was right there.
That's why I kind of look for him to roll that pocket one way or the other this time.
First and goal. Still.
From the 20. Parker looking. Parker looking.
As it-
Parker scrambling. Parker throwing the ball. And it is caught for a
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Right to him.
20-yard touchdown pass.
Yep.
Yep, right to it.
Not far enough back.
Noah Grievous?
I didn't see who made the catch.
I think it was Noah Grievous.
Paulo Hill.
Polo Hill. Thank you. Polo Hill made the catch. 20 yards, Tommy.
Right over that dude's helmet. Yep, right over him.
10:51 to go in the game.
Up there, it looks good. It is good. 48-35. And we still got 10:51 to go in the football game. All right.
It seems to me, guys, like it's taken about a half an hour to play the first minute of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Good gosh. Been a whole lot going on.
That's what he did. He just couldn't grab it quick enough.
All right.
Sure, I mean, he was down.
Pretty simple, guys. Albemarle's not going to go away, are they?
No, they're not going away. They are not going away. And I mean, you got to give them credit for this because it looked like at one time they were just about down and out of this thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're 28 points behind.
Right. They were down 48-20 with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. And now with 10:51 still to go in the ball game, it's 48-35.
And he's thrown for 210 yards approximately.
And Hayter's run for 175.
Yeah.
All right, Albemarle getting ready to kick off. Last time Louisa didn't handle the kick. This time it's up in the air.
But it's in an open spot.
It's an
Somebody
open
better
spot.
get there.
And Louisa got it.
Yeah.
Louisa got it.
That's what I've always thought about onside kicks. If you look at it and you see the open spot, go for the open spot and see if you run them to it.
And he almost got it.
Yep.
Austin Talley was the guy that fell on the football for Louisa.
Yeah, because you got guys on your kick coverage team that take 2-3 steps and they're running full speed, so they can run right by the front line and get on that thing. So Louisa's fortunate to come up with it. They
29
got to do
yards.
something with it now, guys.
All right, here we go.
Carter going wide right.
I think they're going to run it.
Yeah.
There
Here we
goes
go.
Hyder. There he goes again.
There goes Hyder.
40, He's up to the 40. He's up to the 43-yard line. Gain of 14. What a show. First and 10.
Keep a rolling score here, 189.
All right.
Coach trying to get them slow down a little bit.
Yeah, let some time get off that clock. That's a smart move.
Yeah.
A smart move.
Wilson keeps it.
Got first down again.
He's going to get 11.
Baron, everybody that's come here tonight have just seen an incredible football game and some just unbelievable athletes out there on the field.
Yeah, and what you got to understand is that both these teams out here right now, they are hurting, they're tired, but they are playing their hearts out right now.
Both of them, yeah.
It's just fun to watch.
Albemarle could have easily given up, and they didn't give up.
Right, yep.
They give it to Hyder. Hyder to 40, 35, 30, 25, 10, 5, touchdown. 47 yards.
Touchdown. Puts him over 200 yards. Wow. And we still got 9:23 to go in the fourth quarter.
$231 yards.
And he's not through yet.
Yeah. Lundy for the extra point try. Profit the holder. Ball down, kick up. Looks good. It is good.
Well, we got 55-35, Tommy. 34, 55-34.
Yep, 55-34.
This is still 9:23 to go in the ball game.
Yeah.
That's 5 touchdowns on the night for Hyder. And the Phillies just tied the Astros, 5-5. Squibber taking it to 38, up to the 45, up near midfield. Still pushing. Going to mark it at, let's see, at midfield.
Yep, midfield.
Yeah, 50 yard line. 49.
Yep, going to put it
Well,
to
they're
49.
going to put it on Louisa 49.
Yep.
Tommy, this has been a long football game. We still got 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go, and this one's 3 hours, right? No, 2 hours and a half.
And I'm not even going to try to read my handwriting. There we go.
All right, Parker. Again, back there by his lonesome. There he goes, throwing it down the field.
Got his man.
Got his man again for another Albemarle first down. That time it was number 10 making the
It'll be
reception.
a
for the
17-yard
Patriots.
gain.
That is Isaiah Harris.
And Tommy, I've noticed all night with Parker, he's got a very quick release of the ball, and,
Yep.
and he almost, if you look at his throwing motion, it's almost like he's short-arming the ball.
Yep.
It sure gets there in a hurry.
Oh, they got that.
him. They sacked him.
He threw that in the way. Oh, they say it's a
Ball's-
fumble.
No, it's a fumble. Comes over and picks it up. Well, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Did he fumble the ball?
I thought he was down. I thought he was down.
Or they're going to say he fumbled it.
I think he tried to throw the ball, and then he got knocked backwards.
The referees are talking about it.
Yeah.
All right, they're still talking about it.
Tell you, both of these teams have played some ball tonight. Look at Polo Hill over here stretching. He's sitting there and saying, I'm glad I'm getting a little bit of a break here.
All right, let's see. They still haven't decided what they're going to call here. He either fumbled the ball or he tried to throw it away.
And I thought he was down before either of them.
You thought he was down before any of it, and the referees are talking about it. And they're in a conference here, still trying to decide what they're going to call.
And look, Parker and Hill and Grievous all sitting over here saying, hey, we get a break for a little while. The officials are talking.
I think they're going to say, let's see.
Personal foul, grabbing his
mask,
face mask,
Louisa.
Louisa. Oh, Lord.
So that's going to give way back upfield. We thought Albemarle was back in back in Albemarle territory. Now they're going to be way down in Louisa territory.
Where did that come from?
Evidently on the tackle. I'm thinking somebody must have grabbed the face mask when they made
Parker's
the tackle.
limping, Dickie. See him favoring his
Yeah,
right
yeah,
leg?
he's favored. Yeah, definitely. Second and 9 is after all that sorts itself out. Parker looking. Parker throwing. And it is incomplete.
How much is that leg hurting him going to bother him getting set now, Byron?
Yep. Well, it's no wonder. I mean, he's been pressured so much his second half. He feels like he's got to have eyes in the back of his head to see what's coming.
Look at him and Grievous just look at each other and know what pattern they're going to run.
They've thrown to each other for so long. Tommy,
and Polo Hill's over here too. Dropping straight back. Pressure coming on. The big men after him this time.
They got him.
And then he threw it.
And he throws it. He got it away.
And he got it caught?
Yeah, it's caught. Didn't get a whole lot of yards, but he got it away and he got it caught.
That is just unbelievable.
And that's Grievous.
Noah Grievous.
Whew.
He picked up about 8 yards on that pass.
Well, more than that because they weren't back at the line of scrimmage. So he got 9 or 10.
I mean, he gets spun completely around and is looking the opposite direction. He turns around and finds a receiver and completes the pass. Wow. That's impressive.
Man in motion is Polo Hill. Slide arms it downfield. Oh, almost got it on the rebound.
Almost caught it on the rebound.
And that's Louisa will take over on down.
No, this is fourth down.
Oh,
It's 4th and 2 right now. 4th and 2. Fourth and 2.
I just went by what they had down there because the guy moved because I didn't do nothing.
Hill in motion.
High snap. He dropped it.
Dropped it.
He had the
Grievous
first
dropped
down
it.
and Noah Grievous dropped the pass.
Yep.
He had the first down and dropped it.
And that shows the competitor he is. He's mad at himself for dropping that one.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm seeing two teams showing a lot of respect for one another out there on that field right now. But the things that they are,
And they're both looking at each other and saying, I know you're good, but we're good too.
Yeah, but they're showing a lot of respect for
Yeah.
one another. I don't think it's any chipping going on out there. They're just showing a lot of respect for one another.
Somebody else limping too, Dickie, right there. It's in the game for Albemarle now. Is that Parker out there on defense?
All right, here comes Louisa. They got the ball on the 25-yard line. Let's see if they give it to Hyder again. Nope, they give it to the up back, and there he goes. 40, 35, 30, all the way down to the 30-yard line. The snapped the ball to the up back.
Yep, Tally.
Austin Tally.
And then started that at where, Dickie?
Tommy, he's going to have 100
Started
yards
at the
rushing, isn't he?
25.
Austin Tally? Wow. He's had 3 long
I got it at the 25, Tommy.
All
That's
right.
what he started.
So 25, 35, 45-yard run.
Yep. He got some yards, too.
Yeah.
He's had some big runs tonight.
Got a 17, a 27, and a 14.
All right. Wilson. Wilson's going to keep it. Wilson's got running room. Wilson is down inside the 20, down to close to the 15-yard line. Once again, some
They
of
got
those Louisa
14.
linemen out there for the Lions tonight. Braden McIntyre, and he is a sophomore out there tonight, 55 on that offensive line. They're doing a great job for Louisa. Wash is out there for Louisa. Also out there for Louisa is Shane Bibb, number 68. Eli Brooks, number 52. Jakeem Banks, number 74.
Carter goes wide right. Hyder in the backfield. But it's the up man again. He gets it.
Again. There he goes. Touchdown. Touchdown. Austin Tally.
From 17 yards out.
Austin Tally. Touchdown. I've run out of paper here.
Yep.
Son. What a football game. Still got 6:05 to go. Tally from 17 yards out.
And that puts him at 107 yards. Hyder is at 231 yards, and Wilson's at 101.
All right, extra point coming. This is just an unbelievable football game.
And this is all second half.
Yeah.
Extra point is good. And Louisa leads 62-34.
Woo. They need to score one more time to make the clock keep running.
Well, and I was going to say, that either team scores one more time, and if I'm doing my math here, that means there's going to be more than 100 points scored in this football game. That is unbelievable.
We got 96 now.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. This is an unbelievable football game.
Boy, you're seeing talent on display.
You better believe it.
That's what you're seeing right here.
Yep.
And Tommy, to your point, it's not like these are shabby defenses.
No.
For either team.
No.
Albemarle has only given up more than 17 points once all year.
Yeah, those 3 games they played before this one team gave up 17 points in 3 games, and the other one 21.
Yeah.
And tonight the score is 62-34. And we still got 6 minutes to go. This game has lived up to its billing. There's no question about that.
All right.
Kick. Albemarle recovers the football on about the 38-yard line.
Yep.
All right. Albemarle takes over on their 38. Tommy, if you add up the total yards in this game, it's going to be pretty amazing what you come up with.
I don't know if I can count that high.
It is going to be unbelievable.
I'll wait and check it in the paper tomorrow.
I'm anxious to see what you come
I'll
up with.
check Coach Canosa. He's the official.
Parker going to pass. Parker throws it over on the side.
What a catch.
Catch by the man. Noah, he was out of bounds. Out of bounds when he caught that. Noah Grove.
It's a heck of a catch.
Yes.
Yep.
Out of bounds.
Whew. He's got hands.
It has been some athletes on this field tonight.
Hill and Grievous both to the right. Hill in motion. High snap that time.
There he goes rolling. He's looking. He throws it.
Throws it short to Hill.
And Hill's got the first down, I believe.
Let's see where they mark it. Going to be a yard short.
3rd and 1. And Albemarle, all they're doing is just throwing it every play.
Yeah.
With one man in the backfield, everybody else spread out, just throwing the football. Same set. High snap. Parker looking.
As a whole,
Parker throwing it down the field. Is it caught? Caught.
can't believe it didn't get that hole back there with the offensive lineman. Louisa defender was coming across and almost at Parker.
Number 7 made that reception. Nasir Lindsay. First down, Albemarle.
And really, Tommy, with the exception of the first couple of offensive plays that Albemarle ran the second half, you're right. They have thrown the ball an awful lot.
Yep.
Every down.
Exactly. Just about every down.
We got a
First
timeout.
couple of plays.
Except that first drive.
Yep.
First drive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've run 8 times in the second half. The rest of it has been in the air.
Still got 5.5 minutes to go. All right. Albemarle took a timeout. You got to believe it's going to be some exhausted football players when this thing is over with tonight.
I'm exhausted.
And we're sitting up there in the easy seats. This has just been an unbelievable football game. This is one you will remember, Tommy.
Yeah.
And everybody that came to this ball game, I'm sure will remember it because this has been a great football game to watch. Parker rolling around. He throws it down the field, and his man goes up, and it's intercepted. Or either taken away from him. Down the sidelines he goes, and that was run out of bounds down here.
He was either down or it was an incomplete pass. It should have been. There's no way he could have taken the ball away from him.
I agree with you. If he was down on the ground with the ball in his hand, he's down.
He's down.
Right. It looked like to me the guy took the ball away from him.
Yeah. Now, maybe the ball was just laying on him, and he didn't have any control of it whatsoever, and he took it off, and it never hit the ground. But what does the old quarterback think?
Well, the guy that ended up with the football was who?
Don't know. They're going to call it an interception.
Yep, that's what they're going to call it.
Louisa takes over at
There
their
goes Hyder.
own.
There he goes. Hyder at the 50. 45 and brought down inside the 45 at about the 43-yard line. And this drive started on the 43-yard line.
He's got some different guys in there.
Yeah, that was 14 yards for whoever carried it.
Number
It wasn't
6,
Hayden?
Tommy.
It was Coleman.
Coleman, okay. Started on the Albemarle 43, I
Yeah,
guess.
14-yard line. Started on the Louisa 43 and then down at
Right,
the
okay.
43 of Albemarle
Okay.
now. So 14 yards on that.
All right.
That's going to be Wilson.
Yep, Wilson. He picks up about,
Give him 6, I think. Well, no, they brought it back some. Give him 4.
all right.
That brings him to 105.
Coleman's the other guy out there with
Yep.
Wilson.
All right, we're
And they're
closing
using
in
the
on,
clock now.
Yeah.
4 minutes left.
Yeah, run it on
tonight's
down.
Ball game.
Try that 50-yard field goal.
Lions up 62 to 34. Unbelievable.
Give it to Coleman.
There goes Coleman again. Coleman is down inside the 30, down to about the 25. Coleman is 6 foot 219, junior.
Give him 16 on that.
Hawkins out there for Louisa on the offensive line, along with Brooks. And over the ball at center for Louisa is Shane Beard. Wilson keeps the ball. Wilson's got running room. Wilson is brought down around the 20-yard line, and we got a late hit.
Yeah, got a little bit of
A late hit.
a late bump on the
Yep.
far sideline. That's going to give them half the distance down the goal.
Yep. Should give him a
So
first
they'll
and
be down
goal.
somewhere probably around the 10-yard line after this.
Yep.
What happened was he slid down, Tommy, and the guy hit him. Yep. That's going to make it first and goal. The 3:15 still to go in the ball game. Louisa on top, 62 to 34.
And Albemarle has been the penalized team tonight. Louisa has 7 penalties, but that's below the average.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Wilson keeps.
Wilson's down inside the 5, down to about the 4.
Give him 5 yards on that.
Second and goal for Louisa.
All right, clock continuing to tick. About 2.5 minutes left in tonight's contest.
121.
Lions will be
And
looking at
count.
second and goal.
224. Got to get up.
Yeah, I'm watching where he's standing.
All right, let's see if Coleman gets the ball this time.
I think Wilson may keep it. Yep,
Wilson
there
keeps
goes
it,
Wilson.
and Wilson got the touchdown.
Yep. 4-yard touchdown run.
Yep. Four-yard run by Wilson with 2:04 to go. Now we got a 68 to 34. But they have a 35 points and they make this extra point. Be
Yep.
69-34.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Louisa. Oh, but that's after school.
All right, somebody unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Louisa. They're going to take that on a kickoff. Yep, take it on a kickoff. Hey, extra point coming. All right. Ball down, kick up. Kick looks good. Kick is good.
All right.
Lundy, PAC.
69-34. Louisa on top of Albemarle.
Yep, 69-34.
I've got Wilson 125. I've got Hyder for 231.
Hang on, that's
I've got Tally for 107 and Coleman for 30 already.
And then how many passing yards you got? I should have been adding this up so I could do that again, Tommy, and I'll help you out a little bit.
All right. 125 for Wilson, 231 for Hyder, 107 for Tally, 30 for Coleman, 2 for Carter.
All right.
Passing wise, Wilson 62 yards passing.
Okay. All right.
I can tell you that.
5 of 13.
Okay.
So you're looking at
493 yards on the ground for Louisa. 62 in the air. That's 555 yards, I think.
You said 400 and how many?
493 on the ground.
All right, and over 400 of it in the second half.
That's amazing.
It's
All right.
Kamari Walker takes it and gets up to midfield into Louisa territory, actually.
Tommy, I'm going to say that's probably the most total offense Louisa's had the whole year.
No, we went over 5 one game.
Did go
I
over
think.
5
Yeah,
another game?
One game, I'm pretty sure.
But nobody thought you'd have been going over 5 tonight, I
No,
don't think.
no.
All right, Albemarle's got the ball on the Louisa 49.
They've carried it 17 times. Got a new quarterback?
Yeah, we got a new quarterback. And there goes a handoff, and down. Everybody's got subs in the ball game now, which is good to see.
That was number
But
3,
Grievous
Walker.
is still in there. Noah Grievous is still in there.
That's Walker for them.
I'm going to tell you one thing. If that's Parker, he's limping bad. And that's Parker. Parker hands the ball off again. He doesn't go anywhere. He's stopped. Brooks is still in there for Louisa.
Tally, who was on them, and
Yep.
that made the
Yep.
tackle also.
Hawkins.
Loss of 2.
Yeah, well, actually, we got the starters still out there. We got 45 seconds to go. We got the starters still out there for both teams.
Yeah, Louisa's defensive starters are out. They
Yeah.
had switched the offense.
Yeah. Albemarle's offensive starters are still in the ball game, too.
Louisa looked like it wanted to shoot the gap
This
again.
is probably the last play of the game, or it could be the last play of the game. They're running the clock right on down, both teams. There goes the handoff, and he short of the first down. That's going to be the ball game.
That's Walker again.
Yep, that's going to be the ball game tonight. And what a great ball game it was, Tommy. Final score is Louisa 69, Albemarle 34. And everybody that came to this one, and what a huge crowd it was, they got their money's worth, Tommy. They saw a great high school football game. And the Lions are victorious 69-34. All right. Will Patrick and Brandon Isaac, I believe, meet at the center of the field. And Byron, we saw some really tremendous athletes out down this football field tonight.
Yeah, this is one of these games. If this was a game that you were at home watching on TV, if you went to the refrigerator to get a sandwich, you missed 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yep. It was just a great game to watch. And a tremendous win tonight for Louisa. Tremendous win.
And I just was so pleased that Louisa came out in the second half and said, we're going to assert our dominance through the run game, and they just churned it out in the second half.
Yep. Yep. And we added up the stats, Tommy and I did together. Let me make sure I got them right here.
Yeah, it had to be approaching 600 yards.
Yep. 493 yards for Louisa on the ground, 62 in the air, 555 yards of total offense. That's unofficial.
And unofficially, Albemarle had 263 yards in the air and 57 yards on the ground, so they had 320 total yards.
Okay. Yep.
All very unofficial.
Right.
But that's trying to keep up. I mean, trying to keep up with this game was something. Second half. First half wasn't too bad. Second half is where it got that way. But what a job. Sevion Hyder, who went over to JMU and got offered as a freshman, and Merlin's already offered him as a freshman. 231 yards on the ground tonight unofficially for him. Landon Wilson, who's got offers everywhere too, total of 125 yards for him. Yep. For Talley, his carries, he ended up with 107 yards and 30 yards for Coleman too. So that's a lot of yardage on the ground. You could grow a lot of tobacco back in our day on that amount of land.
Yeah, and you know what's going to be almost more impressive is when you look at the total rushing yardage and divide it out by the number of carries. It's probably going to be 12 or 15 yards a carry or more on average. So, yep, dominating running game in that second half especially.
The final score was Louisa 69 and Albemarle 34.
And you have to wonder how many ball games have ever been played here this many points were scored. Over 100 points.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd sort of think maybe this is the first one.
Right.
I mean, the only one.
And how many games have you seen here on this football field with the athletes we saw out there tonight?
Yeah.
On both sides.
Right.
Boy,
on
it was
both
just
sides.
Yeah.
Both sides.
tremendous effort by all these young gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there they are getting together, and the Albemarle team over looks like they're having a prayer. Louisa's team has had theirs, and this was a huge win for Louisa, though.
Yeah, a huge win.
Yeah, a huge win for Louisa. All right, and the queen of the court was Akia Scott, and the king was Brent Sanderson. So, Dickie, we got the king and the queen, and we got the final score of Louisa 69, Albemarle 34. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are just let Jimmy Straley tell us what he just told me, Byron.
I was just told just before the game ended that the 69 points is a school record for Louisa High School, the most points they've ever scored in a football game.
Yeah, I think we've had 63 and 64 before, but I don't think we've ever been that much.
Wow.
And it's amazing that they scored them tonight against the best team that played the whole year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your final thoughts, Byron?
I am surprised that Louisa scored 69 points. As I said at the beginning of the game, I thought they would score in the 30s, maybe get into the low 40s or something. I just had no idea. What I was most impressed with was that they came out after half and said, let's get our run game going, and they just dominated the line of scrimmage in the second half. That, to me, was what was impressive.
Yeah, because in the second half, Louisa threw one pass, and it was intercepted.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that, I mean, they just wore Albemarle down and just asserted themselves and it was impressive.
Yeah, where last year Louisa had less than 100 yards in the second half, this year they had almost 450 yards in the second half.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yep.
My final thoughts, Tommy, are what a great football game that everybody saw tonight. And I just think that the three of us, and you and I have been doing this since 1982, Tommy. I think we're really blessed to be calling this ball game tonight because we saw just a tremendous football game and tremendous athletic plays out there on that football field, and a huge win for the Louisa Lions.
All right, and we're home next Friday night when the Goochland Bulldogs come in, and you can't take anything for granted at all when you play between the lines.
A county rival.
A county rival, that's right. All right, this is Tommy Nelson, Byron Melaff, Dickie Purcell. Once again, the final score, Louisa 69, Albemarle 34. The queen of the court, Akia Scott, and the king, Brent Sanderson. Good night, everyone.
Oh, boy.
That thing was